Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Taylor Neely Show. Oh, fuck. I hit 2 at one time.
Yeah, is that not normally how it is?
No, it should be that.
Oh, okay.
But I hit this one also. Oh, dang it.
When do you normally use that?
Well, somewhere during the show, I usually hit one of the buttons.
Gotcha.
It's a recurring studio audience. That is, camera looks good, everything looks good. Like, guys, guess what? It's Mathew Mitchell.
Thank you.
There we go.
Oh, please. It's too much.
Thanks for coming on the podcast. Neil, when did you move here? To Austin, Texas?
Moved here beginning of September.
Okay, give him your address.
Okay, it is.
You moved here at the beginning of September?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I only just met you?
Yeah, I think, well, I'm a very introverted guy.
Oh, really?
So it's a lot of me, like, in the back corners of open mics.
Oh, okay.
Not talking to
yeah.
anybody.
How long have you been introverted your entire life, or did you get, like, hit on the head and it turned you introverted?
No, I think I was very extroverted as a kid,
Yeah.
and then people didn't like it, so it kind of scarred me. So
Interesting. Can you pull that up a little bit? Maybe it'll stay. You might have to tighten it a little bit. Sort of make you do a little bit of work. Oh, look, it stayed.
yeah,
That arm is much cheaper than this one.
it's kind of messed up. You make the guests.
Well, so this one, I had a really nice one that was like $100 some. I broke it because I kept tightening it too hard. That's a bummer when you break something expensive.
Yeah, that's never good.
That really makes you feel bad.
Yeah, it's about one of the worst things that can happen.
What's the most expensive thing you ever broke?
I've had a few expensive things stolen.
No.
Yes, in Chicago. I had that motorcycle I was telling you about that I didn't
Have
have registration on. Got
stolen?
Yeah, so there's nothing you could do about it.
That sucks.
They say, what's the license plate number? I go, wrong number.
How about the color? It's got 2 wheels.
Yeah. But
Damn, that sucks. What kind of motorcycle was it?
it was a super scooter. It was a Honda Reflex
It had
250.
had a cape on it and a mask.
Hey, buddy, I'm still kind of a sore subject for me.
Okay, sorry.
No,
Sorry,
it's
too
fine.
soon.
It's just funny how I go,
Yeah.
hey, buddy, come on.
Don't joke about my.
It's the most expensive thing I ever had stolen.
Don't make my stolen motorcycle a superhero.
Yeah, I bought it right when I quit my job and I had a bunch of money saved up.
Oh, how much was it?
It was $2,000.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it was so you got used.
Yeah, I used
Where'd you get it?
from a Pakistani gentleman on the north
really?
side of Chicago.
Did you do Facebook Marketplace? How'd you
Facebook
find-
Marketplace, and then most of the sale was him just making the noises that it made. Which I was like,
From his mouth?
yeah. So I was like talking to him like, so like something like this, would I be able to like take the certification test on it,
Yeah.
even though it's not automatic? And he goes,
Yeah. Did he not speak English?
If he did, he wasn't really letting me
Yeah.
out. He had like a few key phrases
Yeah.
set up that he was
Yeah.
just kind of cycling through.
Yeah.
It was a lot of my friend to my friend.
That's funny.
yeah,
That's
dude.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. They never found it.
They never found it. I remember one time I was dating a crazy lady while I had this motorcycle, and she kept thinking my dog was a person, and like, yeah, she would like freak out.
She's actually crazy.
Yeah, she actually went a little bit nuts. She's all better now, I
Yeah.
think. But
yeah. She wore herself out.
yeah, but it was like, I remember I just had to fucking get on the road and drive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the problem was it was the middle of winter. So I'm on a fucking moped. Ended up going to Batavia, Illinois, which is like, there's a club out there my
Yeah.
buddy was performing at.
Yeah.
And I just pull up to his show and I'm like, buddy, I'm here to see you. I'm just
Yeah.
covered in snow
my
and ice
God.
and shaking.
Were you on a moped? How far from Chicago was it?
It wasn't that, it was like an hour-long trip, but it was
On a moped, you can't go on the highway.
No, you go on high. It was 250 cc's.
Oh, so it goes like 150 miles per hour?
No, it'll do 80.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
so-
that's still scary on the highway.
Yeah, I was.
The wheels are what, like this big?
Yeah, and they were bald, and the highway was icy. But I was, dude, I just had to get out of there, man.
You've been talking about how you are spiraling. Sounds like you've always been kind of spiraling.
No, I go through. I'm fucking Australia half the time. You know what I mean?
What?
Spiraling the other way.
Oh, yeah, because they're twins. So you're like, okay, so you can spiral negatively, but sometimes you're spiraling positively.
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe you just have mania. Maybe you're
Potentially.
bipolar.
I don't think I'm bipolar because
Yeah.
I'm always kind of melancholy at the root of everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty melancholy about. Is it melancholy when you miss your parents?
I don't know.
I
don't know if that's melancholy.
I did live with you lived with you dated a crazy lady. I lived with a schizophrenic guy, and he relapsed on crack.
Oh,
and then I shortly after that relapsed on crack.
yeah.
And smoking crack with a schizophrenic guy, not a party for long.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
It's very quickly it gets very annoying.
Yeah, for a little bit.
And it's like you want to be sympathetic towards someone with a severe mental illness, but eventually it's annoying.
Yeah, no.
Like, do you think you could, if your significant other got cancer,
Yes.
you think you would get annoyed sometimes?
For sure.
Because I Googled recently, it brought me to a Reddit post, but my partner has cancer and I want them to die. To see if that was like a thing people go through.
Oh, wait, so you're just spitballing?
Yeah. And it's a thing it seems to be a common thing where like someone's significant other they'll be in hospice or something. It's like, I really can't do this anymore.
Yeah, dude, I get it. It's dark, but
Yeah.
I fucking understand.
Yeah.
Like this lady I was telling you about, so we dated for like a month, and then she got me a dog,
Yeah.
which she later thought was a person that was going to kill her. But
Was she schizophrenic?
no, she wasn't schizophrenic. I think it turned out to be she was just having like a lot of anxiety and paranoia.
Yeah.
So in her defense too, the dog does kind of look like a person.
Walks on two legs.
Walks on two legs, no hair.
Wears a tie.
Yeah, little tiny penis.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. Every person I know has a little tiny penis.
Exactly. So she did have a point.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to, in her defense. But yeah. And then she was like, I was kind of like tasked with taking care of her.
Yeah.
Even though I'd only dated her for a couple of months.
Brutal.
And dude, it was absolutely terrifying.
Did she have a job?
Yeah, she was, I don't want to give too much information away to protect her identity, but yeah, she had a job.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all's well that ends well.
Yeah, dude. Well, I hope I haven't kept in touch.
Yeah.
There's a possibility things went horribly wrong and I just haven't heard about it.
Yeah. Wait, you're not from Chicago?
No, I'm from Montana.
That's crazy. I went to Big Sky, Montana.
Ooh.
Snowboarding trip.
Nice. I lived not far from there.
There it is. You can drink in the streets.
Yeah.
Montana's cool. It's beautiful.
It's nice. I like it, dude.
It's like Colorado, but no one's there,
Exactly.
which is great.
That's what's so good about it. And now people are moving there.
Yeah, a bunch of
Makes
rich people moved there.
Yeah, it makes me really angry.
Well, what about COVID? A bunch of rich people moved to Montana. They moved to different places. What if we just moved? What if the poor people just moved to where the rich people used to live?
That's not bad.
Right?
I think so. Well, I think that's what's going to happen eventually. Because, like, no one's having kids anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the future, it's just going to be vacant houses and a few, like, rebel factions of children that Gen Z people had.
No one's having kids anymore. Everyone's watching porn. If you want to have sex, you need to take a blue chew.
Exactly.
What else is going on? Everyone is bummed out going on Instagram because everyone's life looks good. But then everyone's actually sad in real life.
Exactly. It's tough. I need to post more things on Instagram. I've decided.
I was going to post something today, but then didn't happen. I'm good. I go through waves where I'm posting a lot and then I don't for like a week or two.
Yeah.
Some people, I do wonder if like you get to where like, say you have hundreds of thousands of followers, then it seems like people like that are really on top of posting a lot.
I think so. I think, I haven't posted anything in like 7 months.
Yeah.
Which is bad, especially if you're trying to pursue being a stand-up.
But you can always get it started back up.
Yeah, dude. Essentially, I'm a street performer in terms of my reach.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm really, it's anything I do is only ever for people who are watching it.
Someone convinced me recently. They didn't really have to convince me hard. They just said they did it, so I did it too. The verified thing on Instagram, I just did it recently because they explained it in a way that's like, oh, maybe it's worth it. But now I feel kind of stupid having it.
You know, I clocked that you had it.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was like, I didn't realize Taylor was such a big deal.
No, it's a big deal in that I have $15 a month to spend.
That is a big deal. That's something, buddy.
But now part of me, I have buyer's remorse not for the money. $15 to me, you can have it.
Yeah. Psychologically, though, I did actually, I clocked that you had it,
Yeah.
and I was like, holy shit, this fucking guy.
Yeah, but you can just buy it.
I know that you can.
Anyone could just buy it.
And I know that you can. It's like, dude, it's like when you're having sex with a lady, and she's like, oh my God, you're so big. You know it's alive, and it still feels good.
It's like when you're having sex with a lady, and she's got a big blue check mark on her body.
Yeah, it's a lot like that.
Yeah.
2 blue ones.
Yeah, over her,
Two
over
blue
her
check
nipples.
marks over her nipples.
And that's where we're going to go in the future is you're going to have to pay to have that stuff removed.
Yeah, that'd be good.
In real life. You're going to get it's going to be ads. I saw a headline recently. It wasn't on Instagram. Can you call it a headline when it's in an Instagram post? It was structured as a headline,
Yeah, it's a headline.
but it was a square picture.
Yeah, but there's no way you're getting to the article. You got to.
There's no, because then they're like link in bio. It's like, okay, I
Yeah,
got
you
the
go
link in
through
the
a link
bio.
tree, scroll through.
Yep.
That's another thing that pisses me off. You ever see someone with a link tree that's like 9,000 links long?
And one of them's OnlyFans.
The one at the bottom's always only.
Yeah. But it doesn't say OnlyFans. It says spicy photos.
It's spicy.
Spicy. Okay, so it's your naked body.
Yeah, which I don't know why that adjective is always associated with something
Spicy.
sexual.
And then, okay, well, here's the thing. If you're going to have spicy photos, they better be naked. Don't just be you in bikinis.
That's true.
That means nothing to me. You can put that on the internet anywhere.
Hot, I understand.
Yep.
Like the fire emoji's good.
Yeah.
A fucking jalapeno makes me think of.
Jalapeno. It better be your naked body, and it better be. You better have like some paraphernalia in the picture with you.
Yeah.
Like a meth pipe or something.
Huh.
So it better be either your naked body or you doing narcotics.
Or something fucking crazy.
Hard narcotics. What's the hardest drug you've ever done?
I had a couple edibles.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Fuck.
Yeah, I guess technically I had
Get out there.
kratom one time, but it was an accident. I
Yeah.
didn't know what it was.
Oh, so you have not done hard drugs at all.
No, I haven't. No, I refuse to.
Are you? That's good because I've done a lot of hard drugs.
Yeah.
And you just you were saying last night. We were hanging out at Kill Tony, not to brag, and
They don't just let anybody sign up for that thing.
Actually, they don't let just anybody. They let absolutely anybody,
Exactly.
and it's really I'm almost at my wit's end of just Eventually, you get to a point it's like I don't know about this.
Yeah.
You get on one time and it's like I don't know about this. Yeah, you don't really have like an addictive to drugs and stuff.
Just because I haven't let myself at all.
Yeah.
I guess I've, in the family, my dad was an alcoholic. He was an alcoholic. Then
he
grandpa.
sober?
Yeah, he's sober now. He's
Good for
like
him.
AA, so I
Nice.
guess I'm not supposed to say, but he's like AA.
That's
sober.
fine. We don't
Yeah.
know his name. I feel like it's okay because I haven't done AA here, but I was doing AA like hardcore in Atlanta
Yeah.
the whole time I was there, pretty much. And not hardcore. Some people say not hardcore, but I was pretty serious about it. And I saw, I can say because he says it publicly, so I can say I met Robert RFK Jr. at a meeting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a picture on my phone with him.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's like you can say if the other person says they do it, if they out themselves, it's okay.
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah.
but
my
there
dad's
is like
an
you
AA.
can't. There is like you can't say like, oh, I saw this person there. But if they're pretty public about it, then it's
That's fine.
fine, 'cause
Well, I
I'm not-
heard.
yeah.
I heard you're not supposed to like if you're in AA, you shouldn't tell other people that you are. It should be kept kind of secret because then if you relapse,
Yeah.
it looks bad for the program.
yeah. I think those people like real old timers would be like they abide by those old time rules, but I think it's more relaxed. I also don't go anymore, so I'm not beholden to anything.
That is true.
I can do whatever I want.
Yeah. No gods, no masters.
No gods, no masters.
Which is not what you. maybe a few gods and a few masters.
No
if you're
gods,
struggling
no
with addiction.
masters, no pawns, no pastors, no ministers.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
What are other things?
Other things? No cum,
No cum,
no jizz.
no jizz, no cum, no jizz. No semen,
No
no,
jokes.
no splooge, no
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 splooge.
grime. My girlfriend calls my cum grime.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
Yeah. What, a seed?
Seed, leftover, coagulated urine.
Yeah, it's true. Black people call them the kids.
Really?
Yeah, the kids.
They call cum the kids.
The kids. That's the kids.
It is a lot of. I mean, yeah, it's millions of kids.
Yeah. Saw a great video, which is a guy got a girl pregnant, and she was telling him, and he was like, I could have got you pregnant, ate the kids up out of you. Implying that he came in her.
And then ate her pussy.
And then sucked his cum out of her back into him.
Well, yeah, you got to get back. You only have so much.
That is true.
It's like, okay, I need that back.
Runs out like eggs.
Do you do you like doing gross jokes at all, or do you try to keep it
I do a few.
close to the vest?
I do a few gross jokes in the act.
Yeah.
But generally, I try not to do it too much, just so
Yeah.
that when I get gross, it means something.
Yeah, I've a lot of more gross jokes have entered my act recently. I didn't mean to make it happen that way, but then things have been going pretty well. But then Friday I had to open a show and it did not go well.
Yeah.
And when it's not going well, then like it's really apparent, like, oh, I'm doing a lot of gross jokes right now.
Yeah, well, it confuses them, especially if you're like up first or hosting.
Yeah.
Because then it's like they see the first person up there as like a master of ceremonies in some ways.
yeah.
And if you're like, I'll tell you, you ever come in your own eye?
Yeah,
they
yeah,
go, I just met you.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah. And I should have planned differently, but I also don't. It was not. I was barking for a show. I was so cold. My feet were so cold. Everyone was cold. The audience was cold. The building was cold. We had to warm everyone up. It was not a fun job.
Was this at the? Can I ask where?
Black Rabbit?
Love the Black Rabbit.
Yeah, it's great. It's a good spot to perform.
It is nice.
It's a fun. I do barking stuff there,
Yeah,
but then I get spots.
that is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been able to bark anywhere, which has been.
You gotta.
I'm barking to bark. I'm going up to club owners being like,
there
hey.
is Black Rabbit is. It seems like it's at capacity with barkers.
Everywhere seems like it's at. I got here like literally
Yeah.
a year late.
I don't know how I got. Oh, I knew Joey Smith. That's how he got me in there.
Yeah, he's a good egg.
Yeah.
I like him.
East Austin, you can maybe get in at Sunset. I want to work at Sunset, but they're pretty full. It
Yeah.
seems like also.
Yeah, I'd like to have anything.
Yeah.
I'd like to have
Yeah.
anything to show for anything.
You were in Chicago for 6 years.
Yeah.
You started there.
Well, I started in Montana technically.
Okay, doing comedy.
Yeah, but it was like in high school.
Yeah.
Till college age.
Yeah.
I did it like a total of 10 times.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm ready for the big city.
Yeah, of course, Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago's considered like one of the top like B scenes.
Yeah, they talk about
But
it.
you were
like it
there,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird. Well, I feel like anywhere you go, you eventually get used to it, and then you see.
I think so. I was even just back visiting now, and I was
Yeah.
watching everybody, and it's.
Huh.
I'm a little disappointed.
How many mics a week can you do in? How many shows a week can you do?
How many shows? I was doing like 4 a week.
Nice.
Before
Yeah.
I moved down here,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get mics in there. You can do a lot of mics.
Yeah.
You can do 3 a night
Yeah.
pretty easily.
It's a big public transportation city, right?
Yeah. It's easier with the car for sure.
Really?
But yeah.
Because I've done mics in New York City,
Mm-hmm.
and you take the subway. There's a subway in Chicago, right?
Yeah, the L train.
Okay.
So it's elevated up above everything.
Oh, so it's not underground.
Some parts of it is.
People didn't want to dig.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, dude. That's the last thing you want is to be absolutely freezing and also underground.
Yeah, Chicago's cold.
Yeah, I forgot how.
Summer's nice though.
So yeah, it's a beautiful city. I think it's probably the best city in the country.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
So you got most beautiful skyline.
Yeah.
By and large,
Yeah.
over everything. You get Lake Michigan right there, and downtown Chicago is right next to the lake. So you can be hanging out downtown, go for a
Yep.
swim.
Yep.
It's not like in LA where if you want to go to the beach, it's like you'll be in Hollywood or
Yeah.
whatever. It's like, okay, now it's 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Water's right there. Fresh water. No sharks.
Oh, yeah.
No salt. No nothing. No.
Not one shark.
Not a single shark.
We got to get a shark in there. We got to get one shark in Lake Michigan.
There should be. Yeah, it's a good point. There should be one that just kind of.
He's in charge.
Yeah.
He's like the police of the lake.
It only makes sense.
I mean, Lake Michigan it's deep.
Yeah.
It's a great lake. It's huge. It looks like the ocean.
Exactly.
If you were to fly to, I don't know, Cambodia, pick someone up, bring them straight to the beach on Lake Michigan, you could say that's the ocean. They would probably believe you.
They would for sure believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you say just kidding, and they.
Then you're flying back to Cambodia.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot! You don't get to live here.
I had the wildest.
They're really cracking down on stuff like this.
This is what I should do. Trick
Yeah.
people. Go kidnap them from a different country, bring them here for a day,
That is
and then send
nice.
them back.
Mm-hmm. Be like, huh?
Yep. I want to go to Southeast Asia. I want to visit. The dollar goes far.
It does. I do want to go to a country where I can live like a king with
Yeah.
$100.
100. Yeah, I don't know how far. I mean, $100 probably doesn't last long.
I think.
You think
I think I could probably pull off a month in Brazil
with $100?
with a crisp $100 bill. I could do
Really?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, you just show people that in
It's
Brazil.
true. You just show it to them. They go, right this way, Mr.
Oh,
President.
right this way.
right this way, sir.
Right there, it's way king.
I had no idea.
I didn't know the king of the world was here.
That
It is funny how. Do you watch James McCann's special?
bits and pieces of it.
It's funny at the big somewhere in it he talks about how like you guys are running the show and you don't care about any of the rest of the world basically.
Yeah.
Which is kind of true.
Yeah, no, I don't really there's places I'd like to go.
Yeah.
But even then I want to go to them as like a tourist. I wish I were more like I don't know. I want to pull like an Ari Shaffir and
Yeah.
fucking like live somewhere
Well,
off the grid.
What you got to do is get very successful at comedy so you can save up money where you don't have to work for 6 months
Exactly.
or a year. I would love to do that too.
It would be nice.
I want to go to Japan.
Japan is
I
good.
want to go to Southeast Asia.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to go to the North Pole, visit Santa.
That's up there.
I would like to go to, I bet like an awful place to visit is Antarctica.
No, I think Antarctica would be pretty sick.
Do people live there?
Scientists and stuff. Like the thing type
Oh,
situation.
are they like, are you like born into being a scientist there? Like the babies are just become scientists?
I don't know how many people are shacking up.
Oh, okay.
No.
So there's not like a community.
Yeah, no, it's not like they're raced
Oh,
scientists.
it's not. The ethnicity isn't scientists.
Exactly.
In
That's
Antarctica.
what it is. It's like,
You leave scientists anywhere long enough, they're gonna multiply.
yeah, it's like, well, I'm scientist on my mom's side, so it carries over.
Yeah, it's Jewish logic.
That's exactly how it is. I was baptized scientist, but I'm not practicing anymore. I no longer practice science.
Yeah, I left the science community.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, dude.
I wanted to do as a kid. I went to college for acting, got a BFA in that. But if I didn't do that, I would have gone for environmental science.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because I loved going to the field trips were really fun. Went to like a wastewater treatment facility, which is very stinky, and then we went to a landfill. Landfill's fascinating.
Yeah.
They're so big.
Yeah, dude.
I like when they turn old land. There's a golf course in Atlanta that is an old landfill.
That's something.
The hills they turn it into hills somehow.
They just like put sod over top of it.
Yeah.
And
Just put grass over the landfill.
That's exactly what I would have done
Yeah, it's like it never happened.
if I were tasked with the project.
What do we do with all our trash though? Because there's a lot of landfills everywhere.
I don't know. I think we just gotta. I really think what's gonna happen is everything's gonna completely crumble, and then just gonna go back to tribal style
Society.
living. Yeah, just in general.
I had a dream, not last night, night before. So what day is it? It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Saturday night. No, Sunday night. Sunday night, I had a dream where atomic bombs happened.
Really?
Yeah, it was really realistic.
How'd you find out about it?
They dropped a nuke on Paris in the dream. I don't know why Paris, but
I don't know why Paris is funny to me.
Yeah.
To get a fucking
but I remember in the dream,
yeah, a mime's trying to tell everybody.
yeah. In the dream, there was. Do you ever play any of those games like Contagion, or you make like a virus spread throughout the world?
Yeah.
The dream was I was like looking at a map, and then there was just the Eiffel Tower, and an atomic bomb was falling on the Eiffel Tower.
I like to imagine the bomb hits it, and then it's just a zoom out of the earth, and you see the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Yeah. That's yeah. But yeah, how do you think society crumbles?
I don't know, just slowly.
Yeah. Do you think we're headed that way, or do you think we're not headed that way?
We can't not be.
Yeah.
Because if time goes on for forever, eventually it's all going to end.
Yeah, I mean the Earth will. Eventually the molten cheese in the middle of the Earth will solidify,
Yeah,
and the Earth stops spinning.
yeah, the nachos aren't going to be as tasty.
No. Are you a fan of nachos?
Yeah, you know it.
I'm a big fan of microwave nachos.
Yeah, it used to be all I ate in high school.
You can make it a meal.
You can. I'm not going to argue with you at all. I'm glad we agree on something.
Okay, well, take the counterpoint on it. How would you argue it's not a meal?
Nachos aren't a meal. What?
Okay, yeah, I guess that is a good way to debate.
Yeah, nachos aren't a meal. It's a snack. Moron.
Okay, I do agree with that, but what if you add like a little chicken on top?
That's probably a meal.
Now you're back.
Yeah.
What would the argument be for a shoe being a meal? An old shoe, yeah. Could you eat a shoe?
I could.
Physically.
Yeah, no, I don't know how else I would do it. Yeah.
So
Out here, I'm calm, cool, and collected, but mentally, I'm eating a shoe.
I mean, do you think if you boiled a shoe, it'd be easier to eat?
Like fucking Stanley Yelnats' dad in Holes.
I don't remember that from home.
No, dude, the whole B plot of Holes is that Henry Winkler is Shia LaBeouf's dad.
Wow.
And he's trying to invent a cure for stinky shoes.
So he boils the shoe.
Yeah, he's boiling them, and eventually finds out that it's onions and peaches, which he calls splooge. to bring it back to the cover.
Crazy. That's crazy. Well, I remember I had Holes came up in conversation recently, as it like sometimes just does.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf was in there. I for some reason I thought Corbin Bleu played Zero, and it's not
No.
Corbin Bleu.
It's not. It's another same
hairstyle.
Exactly. Same kind of Jerry curl sort of thing.
Holes was a Disney movie, right?
Yeah.
And what happened? Shia LaBeouf goes to jail because he like sexually assaults someone, right?
No, that's real life.
Oh, okay.
No, you're thinking of real life.
Yeah.
No, this is Shia LaBeouf is walking down the street one day, then out of the sky, a pair of baseball cleats just sort of falls on him.
This is Holes?
Yeah, and then
This isn't Like Mike?
No, this isn't Like Mike. No, it's another Disney shoe movie where a magical pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it lands on him. Then there's fucking cherries and berries. The police are
Yeah.
there, and he's in court, and the judge is like, I rewatched it. The judge is like, it's absolutely detestable that you would steal this pair of shoes from a charity auction. That's the other big twist, is that they're somehow from a charity auction, and they
That's
just
crazy.
fall on him.
So he wasn't guilty of anything.
He didn't do anything. He just literally out of the sky, the shoes fell, and then he goes to a summer camp where he has to dig holes.
You dig holes.
A lot of this doesn't make sense until later on in the film.
What happens? I've seen it multiple times, but I forget what happens completely.
So, there's a lot of things going on.
Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen Holes, sorry.
Yeah, it's true. If you haven't seen Holes,
Holes is a popular movie, right?
I would hope so. It's one of the best. Directed by the same guy who directed The Fugitive,
That's crazy.
right?
Because you had Shia LaBeouf, Henry Winkler. Now I'm remembering.
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
Who's the? Oh! Hold on! Don't tell me. The guy who played the old guy in Men in Black, right?
No.
Oh, damn it!
No, John Voight is in it.
John Voight.
From Deliverance.
John Voight is the bad guy.
And also,
Deliverance is great.
it's a fucking great movie.
I went and hiked Tallulah Gorge, which is where they shot it.
That's crazy. I just got raped in the ass.
So yeah, John Voight, he's the warden.
He plays Mr. Sir. Yeah.
Hearing about this now, it's so dumb.
And dude, well, you talk about it, it's no good. But then there's also Mr. Pandensky,
Yeah.
who is played by he's in all the Coen Brothers movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't Zero live on Peaches or something?
well, so this is where everything comes together at the end.
Yeah.
As you find out Zero is there. He's just kind of in foster care, getting bounced around.
Yeah.
He's the one who stole the shoes. The charity auction was for him. He
Yeah.
stole them, threw them off of an overpass.
Yeah.
They landed on Shia LaBeouf.
That's right,
and they
right.
came together at Camp Green Lake,
Yeah.
right here in beautiful Texas.
Yeah.
And so all that happens. Zero escapes. He lives in a boat where he's eating nothing but peaches.
And why is there a boat?
Well, it used to be a lake.
Okay. Did it? But how did the lake go away?
Well, there's a mix of things.
Yeah.
There's a curse.
I love that you know this.
There's a curse that follows the Yelnats family,
Yeah.
where nothing can go right for them.
Who are the Yelnats family?
That's Shia LaBeouf's
Yeah.
lineage.
Okay.
All the way up. And they're all named Stanley Yelnats.
Okay.
Because their name is spelled the same forward as it is backwards.
Amazing.
Should I really just explain
Yeah,
all of
I've got to
Holes?
remember this.
I forget how much.
I forget all this, and I love that you remember all of it.
Yeah, and then you can't forget about Kissing Kate Barlow. This is the whole other B story.
Oh no! Yeah, how many kids are there on the camp?
Oh, there's a few. You got Armpit, you got X-Ray.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Oh, and they have superpowers.
No, that's X-Men. It's easy to get confused. No, that's real life.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. And then, so Kissing Kate Barlow, she's a school teacher.
Yeah.
And this interplays with the modern day story. They go back to like the 1800s.
Yeah.
She's a school teacher.
Yeah.
But she falls in love with a black man,
No.
which at the time is no good.
And they have racism in the movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a big part of it.
That's crazy.
And
But it's a Disney movie.
They,
They wouldn't do that today.
I don't think they would.
It wasn't it was a Disney movie?
It was a Disney movie.
Yeah.
But I don't think if it's Disney they had to Remember the Titans, and that was like
Yeah.
a race kind of thing.
That's true.
For a while, Disney was taking on the big issues.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and now they're. I always thought it was kind of fucked up where it's like they're like, okay, we're gonna do a movie about cars,
Yeah.
and they
That's
just,
Pixar.
Yeah, oh, it's Disney Pixar. They're the same.
Really?
Yeah, they're owned by the same.
Oh
it's
my
all the
god!
same
For
money.
the longest time, recently I've been like, oh, Pixar's different.
No, it's all the same. So they're just going through. They're like, okay, we
Disney
got
owns
cars.
Pixar's,
Yeah.
but Disney also owns You go on Disney Plus and you can watch all the Simpsons. Does Disney own the Simpsons?
Yeah,
How long before Disney owns us?
I think they already do. They got us talking about it right now.
Yeah, the Taylor Neely Show brought to you by Disney.
Yeah, dude, you should actually just start putting the Disney logo in front of all of these.
Yeah, because I don't think the show is popular enough where they would sue. It wouldn't make sense.
I don't know.
But maybe a lawsuit would really bring me some good publicity.
Possibly.
And then make the podcast popular, and then I can thank Disney.
Yeah, that would all work out. Yeah, you should. Yeah, okay.
Why are they digging holes in holes?
So it's under the guise of it's to teach them hard work and discipline. But little do they know that somewhere hidden on this property is Kissin' Kate Barlow's treasure.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, which she would steal from wagons and
Right,
things, and she
yeah.
acquired a lot of treasure. And they're digging, and then eventually, Zero and Stanley Yelnats, they find the treasure.
Yeah.
And at this point, the state is after them. Everyone's trying to fucking find these kids. And Sigourney Weaver, she owns the place. She's been looking for the treasure for years.
Yeah.
They pull it up, and she's like, "That's my treasure. That's it." And then Zero, who couldn't read the whole movie,
Yeah.
he figures it out and says, "You can't take that. That's got Stanley's name on it." And the treasure says Stanley Yelnats.
Yeah.
Because his great-great-great-great-grandfather was
Yeah.
a victim of one of these wagon robberies. So he gets all the money out of there. It's all skyrocketed in value. They use it to start the shoe smelling company. And then they end up with like a pretty sick house with a pool at the end.
That's pretty. That's good.
Yeah.
That's fun. I remember it was on Disney all the time.
Yeah, it was always on.
Were you a Disney or Nick or Cartoon Network child?
That's a great question. I would flip-flop between all of them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I couldn't pick one.
What was your favorite?
The favorite
If you
one?
can remember back that far.
Dude, I think
Little child Matthew.
yeah, I was on a pretty hard Zach and Cody kick.
I love Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Yeah, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody was...
What are they doing now? Oh, one of them was on a podcast recently. He smoked cigarettes.
Yeah, I saw that. He's like, I mean, we smoke weed inside, but
Yeah.
we don't smoke cigarettes.
What he was?
What have we become?
He was what on Are You Daddy?
He was on Are You Daddy?
Yeah, right.
where two fat guys ask questions to figure out if he's daddy. So let me get this straight. You got a kid, but you don't take care of it. Kind of a confusing topic. We're down here in Anthony's basement trying to figure out who the father is.
Are you garbage? Are you daddy?
That's Are You
That's what
Garbage?
you were doing.
That's what I was doing.
That's really funny.
I appreciate it.
Are you daddy?
Are you daddy? So let me ask you this. You had sex with my mother. Are you my daddy? Are you my daddy? Instead of Are You Garbage? Tebow McScruffins. Toby McMullen.
He's not on the pod anymore.
Yeah, he's out.
He's doing his own thing.
Yeah. I used to know him in Chicago. He was a good
Really?
guy. Yeah, I worked at the Comedy Bar, and he would perform there all the time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's funny. It's a mashup of Are You Garbage and Call Her Daddy.
And Call Her Daddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are You Daddy?
I don't even know what's going on with Call Her Daddy. I never listen. I don't listen to girl podcasts. I must listen to boy podcasts.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
Yeah.
Same with TV shows and music.
Yep.
There's no good guy music anymore. I've been trying to draw people's attention to this. You look at every famous singer now.
Yeah.
You got your Sabrina Carpenters, your Olivia
True.
Rodrigos,
So Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodrigo, they're the same girl.
No, they're not the same girl.
I
at
know,
all.
but I see one. The one looks like Florence Pugh. Sabrina Carpenter looks
a little
like
bit.
Florence
She's got
Pugh.
like an apple shape.
Yeah, she's got midget proportions. And same with Florence Pugh.
No, she has normal lady proportions, but it's shrunken down.
Yeah. Okay, she's right above a dwarf.
I mean, I wouldn't say anything bad. I mean, if she's gonna see this, we're fucked.
No, she's one of those girls that you talk bad to. It attracts her.
Maybe I don't.
Some
know.
girls love when you're mean to them.
No, I'm trying to
Don't
be
you
like,
know this?
dude. I'm trying to be Hosier. I'm just trying to fucking worship women. That's
Take Me to Church. Is that about his God is a woman at church?
Yeah, well, every Hosier song is just he's like, I mean, I just can't believe how beautiful you are.
Yeah. No, that's
Just
good.
Bow down.
I'm just joking about being mean to girls. I'm never mean to girls.
Oh, that's good.
I don't understand guys who are mean to girls. I was hearing about someone here in Austin he ended up on the Are We Dating the Same Guy subreddit or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And she posted the messages she wasn't interested in him, and he came back with the meanest no one wants your wore out pussy anyways, because she's like 40 and they just went on a date, but then he just insulted her relentlessly.
Wow.
It's like you doing that in this day and age with the internet. It's like that's gonna get out.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Also, even if it doesn't get out, it's just mean to bully
It's not good.
a
It's bad.
40-year-old
It's
lady.
bad karma.
Yeah, which yeah, dude.
I went home with a lady after a show in Charleston once. She was 43.
That's nice.
Great time. She had fake breasts and a beautiful butt, and her lips were well done.
Oh, that's
So it was a
cool,
good
dude.
time.
That's very nice.
And that was the only time that's happened to me, but it was fun.
That's really cool.
Because 4-year-old women are usually like they're not looking for anything serious. You with a 27-year-old person.
Yeah, who's
they're
just doing a
just
comedy,
gonna hook
yeah.
up. Yeah,
Which, yeah, that's an interesting kind
that would be
of-
funny if she was trying to just actually settle down.
Let me ask you, and this is something I've never seen in real life.
Yeah.
Was the
One big ball
one big ball?
is what I got.
Really? Oh, that's what you have.
Yeah, it's one big ball.
Oh, okay. I thought
They
you were
never-
saying she had one big ball.
They never separated in the womb. Yeah,
They normally break apart like identical twins.
like a cell, like
Yeah.
a cell.
Through mitosis.
Yeah, yeah,
They multiply, and then they say, "No more balls.
Yeah.
We're done. If we at
Well-
this place we do this 36 more times, there's going to be a million of us."
Well, what happens is your balls are set to develop on a 9-month timeline. I was born 3 months early, so
Is that
mine's
true?
never split. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Man,
I was
against the
just born ahead.
odds. Dude, I feel bad now.
I was born just ahead, and they had to grow the body.
I feel like I've been wasting your time with shitty riffs. I had no idea that you were.
No, I was born regular
You,
size.
you almost didn't fucking make it, dude. I'm sorry.
I was born regular size, 15 pounds.
You got to be fucking.
I was 9 pounds.
Okay.
I was still a big baby.
Yeah, and 3 months early, 9 pounds.
Yeah, that's why they had to get me out of there. I was getting too big. I was too big too fast.
And my mom was Sabrina Carpenter size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, when you were born, you were the exact same size as your mother.
Yeah. I was just wearing my mom like a suit.
Yeah, that's nice. And then
Yeah. And then I multiplied. Yeah, and so it was two of my mom, but then I slowly I had to shed the mom skin. It was me underneath like a you know how like when Terminator comes back in time he's all wet?
yeah,
Yeah, like that. Naked and all wet.
that's nice.
What were we talking about?
Oh, I was gonna say this about the Disney movies,
Okay.
or the Pixar ones.
Yeah.
where it's like for a long time they were doing. It's like, okay, we're doing movies about things.
Yeah.
We're doing cars.
Bugs Life.
We're doing bugs. We're doing monsters. We're doing this, and now it's something happened to them for a while. They're just like, okay, now we're doing every race.
Yeah.
We're going through
With
it.
what?
Just with the movies, they go Moana,
Oh yeah.
Soul,
Well,
Coco.
I haven't seen no Moana. I haven't seen Soul. I haven't seen.
Kind of fucked up.
Well, I'm focused on watching other stuff like how it's made
Oh, I love
on
how it's
YouTube.
made.
I'm watching how it's made usually.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do it. I got to get through how it's made before I can go back.
dude, there's so many things I have no idea how they're made.
Did you see Incredibles 2?
I did see Incredibles
I
2.
didn't see Incredibles 2. Was it good?
It wasn't really memorable.
Yeah,
be
that's too
honest.
bad. The first one was incredible. Oh wow! Oh, I didn't even mean to. That was totally an accident. But it seems like Pixar hasn't come out with anything in a while that's been really memorable and good.
Yeah, dude.
What movies have been memorable and good though lately?
Not a lot. I just saw The Monkey, which was fun.
I want to see that.
Yeah, but that was
That
like
looks good.
a Goosebumps kind of thing.
But those movies aren't like historic. Like I think the last movie I would say that I saw that was memorable for a long time was probably Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That one's good.
I love that movie, but that came out in what 2019.
I guess Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems. I did like Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems fucking rules.
That's a very stressful movie.
Yeah.
But does that go down as one of the greats?
Yeah, dude. Uncut Gems
Okay.
is fantastic.
Adam Sandler's an incredible actor.
I love him
I would watch him in anything serious.
for sure.
Did you see the movie where it had the spider in space? You got to watch this.
Oh no, that it's like what's it called?
it's-
Spaceman,
Yeah.
Rocket Man.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
Rocket Man's with Pee Wee Herman. Remember that?
No, I don't remember Rocket Man with Pee Wee Herman.
No, did you see? He's in space with the spider named Kanoosh or Ganoosh or Hanoosh.
I don't know exactly what I
It's
saw. You
really
did the
good.
space movie.
It's really good.
Really?
It didn't get great reviews, but Adam Sandler does an incredible job. It's him the whole time. He does just an Adam Sandler solo movie, and sometimes there's a CGI spider, but it's a
that's
space spider,
I like that.
and he's really scared of the spider. But then, it's really good.
I'll check it out, dude. I liked. Did you see The Wrong Missy?
No, but I heard it's really funny.
It's very good.
Fuck, I gotta watch that.
Dude, no one's making comedies anymore.
Well, Adam Sandler's still doing it.
Yeah, he's the last guy.
He does whatever he wants.
Yeah,
I mean, all the comedy is on, I guess, TV now.
I think so. Well, also, Stavi made a movie, which I haven't seen.
Apparently, he says it's good.
He says it's fantastic.
Yeah, so it better be good.
Yeah, he wouldn't lie. But yeah, dude, it's tough. I'm working on a movie right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big deal.
What's it about?
What?
What's it about?
No, it's a guy.
Okay.
And falls in love with a girl.
No.
Things don't work out so good.
Oh.
But then he saves the world, gets her back.
He saves the world?
Saves the world.
Let me guess. From did you hear that?
Hold on.
Oh, is that your phone?
Yeah, that was me. Hold on, this could be big.
It could be about the movie.
Yeah, it's greenlit.
Good.
Yeah, but no, he saves the world.
From like an invasion?
Well, the problem is he's the first bobsledder ever to come out of Jamaica.
Is that what that movie was about?
Yeah, that's what Cool Runnings is.
They save the world?
No, they don't save the world, but it's a pretty inspiring story.
I've never seen Cool Runnings. I had a joke for the longest time where Cool Runnings was in the joke.
Yeah, would you like to do it for the people?
No.
Nah, that's fine.
It's just about, it's when I first started, it was a hit when I first started, but then my friend was like, it's not the same as when you first started doing it. And that made me feel bad because I didn't know I was doing it differently than when I first started.
Yeah, I think we all change as people, then the jokes don't really fit anymore.
It was like, I would make the audience go like, if you're sexy and, clap your hands, and they clap their hands. And it was kind of like a thing. And then I'd go into a long rant about something. And then my dad in the joke wants to be on the Jamaican bobsled team, like that movie Cool Runnings. And I'm like, yeah, you can't do that, Dad. You're not Jamaican or John Candy. Because he's in that, right?
Yeah, John Candy's in it.
Is that a Disney movie?
It is, yeah.
Fuck.
Dude, Disney used to just do
regular movies.
Yeah.
But now it's like, it's got to be for kids. And everyone's got to be lesbian or black.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's fine.
We need more black lesbian movies.
We need more black ladies. Yeah, dude. I had something to say. Is this good podcasting?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good news.
This is great. I'm trying to get into, because for the longest time podcasting, I've been trying, I panic when there's a lull in the conversation, but I'm trying to be more okay with living in the silences.
Yeah, I think the dead air probably isn't as big of a deal as we think it is.
Because when I listen to podcasts, there's dead air sometimes, but when a dead air happens on my podcast, like, oh fuck, we're floundering. It's not going good. Well, I don't know where that's floundering. Is flounder, like, all fish do something when they're on land?
You think that's where it comes from?
Well, yeah, because a flounder.
Just someone puts a flounder on land, and the guy's like, "I just can't get it together." I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, did a guy see a flounder? Did he catch a flounder? Do flounders have two eyes on the side of the head, or is that a different fish?
I think that's a flounder.
Why is floundering the flounder must be upset that his connotation is negative.
Yeah, he kind of got it figured out.
Laying on the butt, he gets to relax all the time.
Yeah, dude. All the other fish have eyes on two other sides of their head.
He's like, guys, they
need to fucking put an image together like a 360 camera, whereas he's just seeing everything as it is.
How did a flounder develop or evolve?
I don't know.
Why did?
I think, it's the same thing, genetic mutation.
Yeah.
Something happens.
Over time.
And then all the other fish refuse to fuck that fish because it's a hideous freak.
It's pretty ugly.
And then it finds another fish
as far
that
as
magically has a beautiful ladyfish with two eyes on the side of her face. And they just have two-eyed freak kids.
Well, and now that's a known fish.
Now it's a flounder.
Everyone knows what a flounder is.
Exactly.
Are we talking about that fish that's on the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah,
that has two eyes on the side of the head.
That must be what a flounder is. Yeah, I think it's like kind of oval shaped.
Flounder fish. It is a fish. Yeah, flounder are fish that live on the ocean floor and are known for their ability to camouflage themselves. Oh, yeah, they do have two eyes, but it looks like they got messed up. It looks like a messed up fish.
Yeah, it looks a little bit smushed.
It looks like
someone stepped on a bass. Take that, flounder.
So, it looks like someone took a bass and kind of.
Yeah, let's get some fish roasts.
Because all his stuff are on. I feel bad for flounders.
Yeah, there's the cute fish in the Little Mermaid is named Flounder.
Yeah, flounder came up when I googled.
Yeah, but I think that he's actually like a yellowtail tuna.
Yeah,
something like.
But his name's Flounder.
But his name is Flounder.
I mean, what are the most beautiful fish and the ugliest fish?
Goldfish, beautiful.
Goldfish, that's a classic fish.
Beta.
Everyone, you've got crackers. You know you've done well as a fish when you have crackers named after you.
Exactly.
There's no other fish that are crackers.
That's true. There's chicken and a biscuit, which chicken's no fish. But yeah.
What is chicken and a biscuit? Chicken of the sea?
No. You never had chicken and a biscuit?
No.
It's a cracker that tastes like chicken.
That's not good. No way RFK's letting that stay around.
Yeah, no, that's toast.
RFK's definitely
whatever
giving-
the process is to turn chicken into a
Flavor?
into a Dorito powder to flavor these.
Well, I
fucking
don't
crackers.
think. How does that work? How do you get? Because eventually we'll probably have a machine where you put like a whole steak in one side and then flavor pops out the other.
Yeah, dude. I'm a machine where a steak goes in one end and shit comes out the other side, baby.
Yeah, yeah. We all know that.
Put that on a trucker hat. Give it to my dad for Christmas.
I'm really loving this new flavor of ice cream called creme brulee from HEB. I have a bone to pick with Ben and Jerry's because I went to HEB recently, which I'm a big fan of HEB, even though I'm from Ohio, which I'm a Kroger boy till I die.
Yeah.
But they don't have Kroger in Austin because HEB has a monopoly on the grocery business here.
Yeah.
A pint of how much is a pint of Ben and Jerry's?
A pint of Ben & Jerry's is upwards of $5.
At a grocery, but then if you go to a gas station,
It's $7.99.
it's like $8 now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But so at the grocery store, I think it's like $6.50. It's kind of expensive for a pint. Guess how much a pint of HEB Creamy Creations is?
$3.25.
$2.50.
No,
Cheap as hell.
that's dangerous. for me
Cheap
to
ice
know.
cream. And it's good. They have one that's creme brulee. It's custard ice cream. But did you know custard is just eggs?
Yeah.
You have custard for breakfast.
Well,
Custard.
this is an old Bill Cosby bit.
Is it?
Yeah, he had a bit about it, giving his kids chocolate
God
cake for breakfast.
dang it. Well, that's not good.
Which is, yeah.
I didn't know I was
Yeah, you're stepping on his toes, dude.
ripping off a known
Yeah.
really
Have
big
some integrity
comedian.
for a fucking legend.
Uh,
Actually, I wonder if anyone's going to do that.
Custard as a breakfast?
No, it'll just rip off Bill Cosby's act.
Someone might.
Yeah, let's not throw out the baby with the bathwater. The guy had some just...
Let's throw out the bathwater without the baby. That's what you're trying to do, right?
Yeah, you're trying to throw out the bathwater.
Yeah.
And I think the visual that it's supposed to paint is that you're bathing your baby in like a bucket.
Yeah.
And then you go, oh, time to empty this
Yeah,
bucket.
you forget the baby's in
And
there.
you fucking Eric Clapton your baby out a window.
Oh, that's what he did? He threw his baby out the window?
No, I think he just was letting his baby crawl by an unwatched window.
Yeah,
he was
baby
letting it.
fell.
He was letting it cool on a windowsill like a pie. It was fresh out of the pussy.
That's very
He
funny.
said, "Let's let this thing
Very
fucking
funny.
settle down here."
That is, and that baby probably wasn't even conscious yet. I don't think that baby had memories.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think about this sometimes, like I have memories and conscious and stuff, and like something happens when you die. I don't know what, but like a person who is only alive till they're 7.
Yeah,
Do you think they were important to God? Do you think like
that's a good question.
do you think they had consciousness, or were they more like NPC style people?
No, I think when a 7-year-old dies,
Yeah.
that sort of character was here on Earth just to make other people feel pain.
Yeah.
When it's gone.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the service
So this, yeah.
they provide.
But do you think they have a consciousness, or do you think they were predetermined as something that would die as a 7-year-old?
Exactly. They were never meant to be.
Yeah.
Which is why I think it's fine to molest a kid and kill it.
Jesus.
Which if you molest a kid and then kill it before it's 7, it's like nothing even happened. It's a complete.
Oh, this would get demonetized real quick if that were a thing for me. But
Oh yes.
God, it's not.
Yeah. Oh, do you not get any money off this?
Oh, I wish.
Really?
I know.
Are you gonna put anything behind this?
Yeah. It's going to be a room at the Four Seasons.
Really?
Trick people that were in the Four Seasons. Oh, but only this part of the studio
Yeah,
is the
but
Four Seasons.
There's just this because it doesn't take up the whole
No,
wall.
no.
It just becomes an oval.
Yeah, of the Four Seasons, the room of the Four Seasons.
Nice.
I'll probably make it a flounder for this one though.
Oh, that'll be good.
But I do like. How do you feel about? Where do you stand on God?
I think that there is a God.
Yeah.
And I think he's vengeful.
For sure, I think.
Yeah, I think he's like I don't think he's like necessarily a force for good.
Yeah.
I think that he is pulling the strings in a way
Yeah.
that is like all powerful and potentially violent.
So do you think? I mean, do you think does that fall into like simulation theory type stuff?
No, I don't think it's simulation theory. I think we have free will
Yeah.
because there's still some. I think we're all like,
Yeah.
God is like a massive accumulation.
Yeah.
He's like the equivalent of every person's soul on Earth
Yeah.
put into one thing.
Yeah.
And we have like a 1 or a 7 billionth of
Yeah.
that ability to like,
Yeah.
feel and.
But then, like someone who dies when they're 12 years old, did they have that, or is that like a thing that wasn't meant to be for a long time?
It's a good question. I think
Like, do they have the same level of consciousness as you and I? Because do you think there are some people on Earth that their brains aren't as developed as mine and yours?
For sure, yeah. Women.
But what is the experience of consciousness for them compared to what it is for you and me?
It's a good question.
And I would like to know then what it's like to be a cow.
Yeah, it's probably pretty nice.
I really
especially
would-
in India.
Yeah, because you don't get killed.
Yeah.
My grandparent, my great aunt and great uncle, which are kind of like grandparents light, because it's my grandpa's twin brother. So basically, genetically, my grandpa,
Yeah.
and then his wife, which is not related to my grandma. They live in Schulenburg, and I went out there to visit to have dinner with them one night.
Buddy, I don't know what this has to do with the plot of Holes.
I got it. And then on the way back, it was nighttime, and I'm on a back country road, and I see some, like, it looks like something sparkling off in the distance. As I get closer, it's eyes, and then it's a cow just slowly walking into the middle of the road. And it's like, thank God I didn't hit this, because one, it would fuck up my truck because cows are heavy.
Yeah.
Two, cow would be hurt.
It's true.
I would hate to hurt a cow. But then when I pulled up, the cow didn't run out of the road. The cow stopped.
Huh.
And then just like slowly moseyed onto the side of the truck. I pull up, window down. The cow just stares at you. Well, that's what I like about cows is they're curious. Almost to a fault because he almost got hit by a truck.
Yeah, the cow is probably the simplest model for existence in terms of producing and
Yeah.
consuming. You just
Yeah.
eat grass
Yeah.
and then make milk.
But-
and then you got your purpose taken care of.
But I love a cow because cows clearly are wondering what's going on.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
if you ride a bike, you've driven a bike before, right? You know what a bike is.
It'd be crazy. It's like I rode one I haven't driven. I've been on the handlebars, never been behind them. Just.
But if you ride a bike by a bunch of cows, they all look at you and they will come up to you. If you go up to them, they'll come up to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Cows almost to a fault because you could pull out a gun and shoot that cow in the head. The rest of the cows then would realize something is up. But for a brief moment in time, the cows were like, what's going on over here?
That's a good point. Also, there's mad cow disease, which implies that at a certain point they're sane, level-headed cows.
Mad cow disease is just from when they eat brains of other cows.
Yeah, which if they're if they're eating the brains, in my opinion, they're already mad.
Yeah.
They're already crazy.
I think my theory on mad cow disease is it's a cow. He gets it from eating the brains of another cow. The cow is just absorbing the knowledge from the other cow. He's getting too smart too quick.
That's true.
I think he's mad because he's just overwhelmed with the amount of knowledge he has now.
Yeah, I think that's a problem that we have with people too. I think we know too much.
Elon Musk is clearly going a little bit insane, right?
Yeah,
He's so smart. He's going a little bit crazy.
Yeah, I watched an interview with Grimes. It popped up on my Instagram reels, and they talk exactly the same.
Elon Musk and Grimes.
Yeah, they have it because they were dating for a little bit.
So they have the same kind of autism.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Which
that's
is
how
the
they-
autism that is going to destroy the world. I think.
Possibly.
I have to pee so bad, so you have to.
Yeah, I can vamp.
Good. Some people can't handle the pressure of vamping.
No, that's okay.
No, I think you can.
Yeah. All right. Well, as you just saw, Taylor has gone to the bathroom, leaving me in charge of the podcast. I'd like to take this time to format some issues that I care about. I think there's a lot of dogs and cats that are out on the street, and people aren't taking care of them. I don't think it's enough to leave food out for them. I think they need to be, accounted for, especially in my neighborhood. They're all over the place. And you would think, and I see the same stray dogs over and over again. They seem well fed. I mean, they're just let them in the house. If you're already spending money on the food, I don't really know I guess maybe these people are busy. They don't have time to, let them out every day so they can use the restroom, which, could be a big problem. You don't want a dog shitting in your house, of course, but at the same time, I don't want it shitting in my yard. Thank you, and I appreciate your time.
My knee is so sore. Oh, that was good.
Did something happen to it, or just regular wear and tear?
I've been doing a lot of legs at the gym.
You said I'm looking forward to when I start caring about my legs.
You go to the gym?
Yeah, because right now I'm literally just doing the most upper body I possibly can.
Yeah, I used to hate. So I grew up. I played sports from first grade to senior of high school.
Yeah.
And then in high school, when you're in high school sports, they make you go lift. So that's where I got my knowledge of. Even if I take a break from the gym for a while, it's very easy for me to get back into it and do exercises. Like I'm not intimidated by going to the gym.
Yeah.
Some people I feel like they don't even get started going to the gym, and they're intimidated by how do I even start?
Yeah, I did it a little bit in college.
Yeah.
For like the first year I was there, my roommate was a big gym rat, so I did it then, and it worked out good for me.
Yeah.
And then after COVID, I've just been completely off of it.
Yep.
So, but now I'm back in there, and I literally just do like chest, shoulders, back.
Yeah, that's good.
That's nice. And then I run as fast as I can on a treadmill till I cry.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does crying usually happen so like if I get in the sauna, typically I break a sweat at the same time.
Yes.
Do you usually typically break a cry at the same time?
I usually break a cry. That's usually how I know. It's not how I know I'm done. It's how I know I'm just getting started.
Yeah. I walked into last night I went to Gold. I just joined Gold's Gym.
Congratulations.
Love it. It's more expensive than Planet Fitness, but they have a sauna.
Yes.
And they have more stuff.
And things are less purple, which is
Things are less purple. They're more golden, which is color, which is, I guess in the world, purple is more of a Halloween color. Gold is more of a celebratory color.
Exactly. Well, gold is like, that's fucking wealthy hedonism surrounded by gold workout equipment.
Purple, if you see someone covered in purple, they're probably not doing well.
Yeah, it's no good. You see a lady with purple hair, you're scared. You see a lady with golden hair, you fall in love with her.
Like the precious metal golden hair?
Yeah, like
there's also no precious metal purple.
there's no precious. It's true. Purple is worthless.
Yeah. As a precious metal, purple does not exist.
Yeah, no,
it's worthless.
It's just I think there is something to color theory. Like colors make you feel a certain way, and working out with just bright, vivid purple around you can't be good.
If I went into a jeweler.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I give them gold. It's going to be worth something, but I can't go in and say, how much is this purple worth?
Yeah, just the fucking miner in the old. I've struck purple. My God! He's just coming back into town. Just a burlap sack full of purple.
Yeah, and clearly that miner got some sort of disease. He got gold poisoning or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I went to Gold's Gym last night I got there at probably 11-ish p.m. I went after Kill Tony, and I did.
Not to brag.
I did my. I don't do that often, but I do. You do feel kind of better than anyone else. If you go to the gym at a time no one else is there,
yeah,
you are like, I am better than everyone else on earth right now.
It's pretty sick.
And my butt cheeks are sore today, but that's not from the gym. And folks, but then I went to the sauna afterwards, and I walked in on two guys having clearly a very personal, deep conversation, and I got to catch the end of it. They did not stop the conversation on account of me either.
Was it homosexual in some regard?
If I do think about it, it could be interpreted as that way, because the guy, he did say he'd been single for 5 years. And something was clearly he works very hard. He was talking about how he doesn't trust anyone because he had to grow up really fast as a kid.
Wow. It's fucked up. We're putting this on the internet for him.
He's not gonna. I can't put a name to any of these guys, but
he's one of the 50 listeners.
It is fun to.
Drop and then just blast
as they're
it down
talking,
online.
yeah, because I'll probably never see these guys ever again in my life. But it is funny to catch the end of a conversation that's personal, and like I was there just closing my eyes, but also listening because you can't not listen.
It's possible. Yeah,
but try to
Cedar Walls is a recording studio.
Try to put together. Sauna, if without the heat, would be a great podcast studio.
Yeah, it's nice. Or with the heat too. Imagine if we were fucking schwitzing right now.
Yeah, but you can only do it for like 20 minutes.
Buddy, don't even fight it. It's a great idea. Don't even put up any resistance.
The sauna podcast. I like the sauna podcasts where they have sex.
Yeah, that would be good.
Those are good sauna podcasts.
I should see if there's any sauna porn out there. There must be.
There is, but you can't do that for very long because the Surgeon General only recommends like 15 to 20 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah, that's really the big problem. Also, the camera equipment in there probably wouldn't last.
Overheat, yeah. You're not supposed to. I did Google because I have my AirPods in there, and I also have my Apple Watch and my iPhone.
Whoa.
And then I googled like, is it safe for this stuff to be in the sauna? It's not.
No, dude, you got to go in there completely naked.
I go in there with underwear on. Gold's Gym doesn't want you in there completely naked.
Are you allowed to be completely naked?
You got to have a towel around you.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of a fucking country are we living in, dude?
Well, it's a public gym. I think a private bathhouse, you could go naked.
Yeah, I guess, man. But it's not like this is the other thing. I don't want the toxins of my nylon towel melting into my balls while I'm.
Are you worried about microplastics?
I'm terrified of microplastics.
Why?
Because, dude, I don't want them fucking messing with my. If I get a lady pregnant, I'm terrified the kid's going to be an autistic mess.
A plastic baby.
Yeah, plastic baby.
Oh, you think microplastics are going that deep? They affect our sperm. They make autistic babies.
Maybe not autistic, but potentially it's just something's going to be up with them. I feel like something's up with me, and there wasn't even that much plastic when my dad was coming.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything up with me.
I think we're all just weird.
You think people are different than 50 years ago?
For sure, and I think it's like there's a direct correlation.
50 years ago was 1975.
Yeah, I think even different than 1975. 1975 could have been worse because there was even more toxins.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you think the babies so someone who was born in 1975, in 1995, they would be 20 years old. So you think the kids from the 90s are the worst people?
Probably.
They're bad. They're the worst off.
They're bad seeds.
And do you think RFK Jr. is going to do a good job of getting rid of all the bad stuff?
I don't know.
Or do you think he's going to get, as far as he's going to get done, is you're going to open up a Big Mac and just in the top of the Big Mac is going to be seared skull and crossbones?
That'd be pretty nice.
That'd be funny.
That would actually be a pretty good bit. No, I don't know what RFK is going to do. I really...
Do you like him?
I do. I like him just because he's like a Kennedy, and I'm like, he seems like a relatively...
Yeah.
Crazy to say. He seems like one of the more sane people who's been...
Like, I really don't like how dirty the media is trying to do him, though. They're trying to paint him as this crazy guy.
Yeah.
And he's really... He genuinely seems like he wants to help.
I think it's all... Whatever happens is probably going to be good. There's definitely something going wrong. That's for sure.
With the food?
Yeah, there's something wrong with the food.
The food's poison.
Yeah, whether it's a culture thing, I think it's fucked up how unhealthy America is. I'm sitting here looking like this. But
do you think it's compared to the rest of the country?
It's not that bad.
You're doing pretty good. You drive a Toyota RAV4 or TRD Pro. Who can say that? People in India, they don't even have that car.
They got no clue.
They got no clues to solve. So
that's a big problem with India. There's no mysteries.
There's no mysteries.
Everything can be solved by one of their 80
Well,
gods.
if you think about it, I don't think a society like India, I think the upper crust of Indian society, they have mysteries to solve.
Yeah.
But when you're at the poverty level of India, you don't even get the luxury of mysteries.
Yeah. They can't even solve the riddle of where to take a shit. No. Anywhere's good.
Yeah, that's what they have, which would not be fun. We're not making fun of India. We're saying that's tough.
Yeah, I want to know. I think it's kind of... No, I think they do need to get it... They do need to get their shit together. They need to figure out what's going on with the poop.
They have a lot of people. They have like 1 billion people in India.
Yeah.
Which is so much more than us.
It's true.
Which
you would think it would be that much more important to find one place to poop.
Yeah. We have 1/3 of that.
Yeah.
And look at us.
And we're a bigger country too.
Than India?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're really squished in there. Mm-hmm. Talk about sardines.
Yeah. And also a lot of it's mountainous and hot and just hard to live in. I don't know. India is very cool though. I do want to go over there.
I would like to visit.
Yeah, especially like Darjeeling up in the mountains.
Yeah, Mumbai, run by tigers.
Yeah, dude. Just go there.
City run by tigers. It's funny, you've got in New York, it's a city run by rats. Mm-hmm. India is run by tigers.
That's true.
And China is run by Winnie the Pooh. They love that. That guy loves that.
Yeah, Russia's the heffalumps.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
You don't remember the heffalumps?
I do, but I don't know.
It was like a weird sort of like evil elephant from Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of them.
They were bad?
Yeah, yeah. Or I think they were. And
what
then
would
Winnie
they do?
the Pooh gets to know them and they're not so scary
They would just like stomp on people?
I think so. Yeah. I think they're just big monsters. But I also always thought heffalump was a funny word.
But then Winnie the Pooh, was Winnie the Pooh a Disney?
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh's Disney? Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
Yeah, you go there. You got there's some ride in Disney that's Winnie the Pooh themed, I believe.
Well, it's funny. So Disney is obviously Disney themed. Six Flags is Looney Tunes and DC. That's their
Really?
contracted out to thing. And then do you know Cedar Point in Ohio?
Oh, I'm familiar with Cedar Point.
I've been like 20 plus times.
Oh, nice.
I grew up going to Cedar Point all the time.
My buddy Rob used to work there. He got fired for being on mushrooms while he was operating a ride.
Well, how much mushrooms?
For the story he tells, it's a lot of mushrooms.
Okay, well, yeah.
Because he was going to sell mushrooms to the kids at Cedar Point, and then nobody bought them, so he just ate all the mushrooms.
That's funny.
Then while the cops were coming, I don't want to give away his whole act, but he's got a big thing about this.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's you can get a lot of trouble for that.
Yeah.
Cedar Point is Peanuts.
Really?
You got Snoopy Land.
Oh.
Have you been to Cedar Point?
No, never.
Yeah, they've got Snoopy Land.
Or it's like near Toledo, right?
It's Sandusky.
Sandusky.
So kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
It's right on Lake Erie.
Hell yeah.
It's awesome. It's one of the best theme parks in the entire world.
Sandusky is also the town from Tommy Boy, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Tommy Boy, great movie.
Excellent movie. They don't make good comedies anymore.
Well, they don't make them like that. Well, now they all look different too. That was probably shot on film, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Movies just look different now.
Yeah, everything's less contrasty.
Yeah, it's also shot in like 4K, and that was shot in like
it's
what,
shot in
720p?
Well,
Or it's on film.
It's on film, so it's actually like one of the higher resolutions you can accomplish.
Oh, yeah. But it's a different look.
For sure.
It has more depth.
It's about the same amount of depth because it's all shot on like Super 35.
Yeah.
Is what it would be.
Yeah.
Usually 3 perf for a movie like Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
And then now they have like the Arri Alexa as the camera that they use.
Yeah.
And there's more dynamic range in there.
Yeah, but you see a Netflix movie, it almost looks like how a Hallmark movie looks.
Yeah.
It looks like a fake movie.
Yeah.
Some movies don't look like real movies. It looks like a gag movie.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Also, this is what really pisses me off. Here's a bone to pick. When you're over at somebody's house and you're watching a movie and they have like judder reduction turned on or whatever it is, and it's like the motion blur is crazy. So like you're watching something and then when you're taking like a picture at 24 frames a second or whatever, the hand moves and you see a little bit of blur.
Yeah.
There's like software and TVs where it eliminates the blur.
That's what that is.
So when you're watching something, you're like, why does this fucking look like shit?
Weird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have the judder reduction all the way turned up. It's for sports and shit.
I don't know if I have this on my TV.
We can figure it out right now on the podcast.
We'll figure it out after the podcast. You
sure?
Yeah. And then we'll do it after the podcast.
Hey, buddy, I'll do it right now.
The remote's all over there.
It's not really a big deal.
This TV, the way I got this TV for free, it's great. It's huge. When Casey was on the podcast, he came in here. He's like, "This TV's insane."
Yeah,
which it is really big.
Dude, have you seen his setup?
No.
Dude.
Is it good?
Last time I was over there, because my buddy used to live with him.
Yeah.
He had a TV that I believe was just like barely not on the floor.
Yeah.
It was elevated just a little bit. He had 3 director's chairs facing it. And then all of his movies were just stacked up.
Movies?
Yeah. He has like a bunch of DVDs. Yeah, wow. DVDs, VHS tapes, Blu-rays.
He's quite a movie guy, I think, it seems like.
Yeah.
I love movies, but I'm bad about, because doing comedy and stuff, you get home so late. It's like, I'm watching Invincible right now, the cartoon.
Oh, nice.
It's good. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Highly recommend.
I don't watch any TV.
What do you watch?
Movies. Watch movies and then Instagram reels.
Name your favorite movies.
My favorite movies: Groundhog Day.
Cool.
The Departed.
With Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes, that movie's great.
Great, I love that movie. Then a movie called Carnal Knowledge. I like quite a bit.
I should watch that. I haven't seen it.
Then coming into the number, I'm probably gonna do Love and Death. A little Woody Allen action.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't watched much Woody Allen, I don't think.
It's hard to get into now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because he's Jewish.
Mm-hmm. Which, in these times.
Yeah, Israel, Palestine. Let's get a third guy in there.
Yeah, I think that's what Kanye's trying to be.
Kanye,
I think he just wants to be a part of it.
Kanye wants to be a part of everything.
He couldn't get in on the Kendrick and Drake beef, so he went Israel-Palestine.
It is funny how, both Kendrick and Jake were like, we don't care.
Yeah, I was
thinking, Kendrick and Jake.
Yeah, I think I was talking about this last night where I'm like, you'd think that Kanye would hate Drake because of the half-Jewish thing.
Yeah.
But no, it's Kendrick hates him because he's a pedophile.
Kendrick hates
Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kanye hates...
I don't think Kanye hates either.
He was trying to just get in where he could.
Yeah, I think Kanye was friends with them both.
Yeah,
Ironically, Kanye was very diplomatic about the
that's
whole
funny.
thing.
That's crazy.
Kanye's like, on this one, I don't want to pick a side. I'm not
Yeah.
exactly sure who's causing the problem.
Yeah. How much time you got?
Left in me for this podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I got plenty of time.
Oh, I don't know how much time you have today.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
I don't have to be anywhere
It's
until like
3:11 right now.
it's 3:11.
Yep.
Love that band.
I haven't listened to 3:11 much.
Yeah, no, I think that they're sublime.
That
In my
yeah,
head, I was like, I love 311. You got Santeria. You
that's
got,
sublime.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know anything.
What do they
about
consider? They considered ska?
it. Something like that.
I'm not a big ska person.
I went through a phase in college.
Of ska?
Yeah.
Ska is what? There's like an entire marching band on stage.
Yeah, well, they're doing like a fun. There's
There's horns.
There's horns, and then a band called Streetlight Manifesto is pretty
Yeah.
good ska. They're not too bad.
That's good.
It's nice.
That's fun stuff. What are your interests outside of comedy?
Let me see here. I like cameras.
Yeah,
I like motorcycles.
nice.
I like pretending to be into stoicism.
Yeah. What is stoicism?
I don't even know. I just pretend to be into it.
Stoicism is what you just like. If you like raw dogging a flight.
Yeah, it's like that. It's complete neutrality
Yeah.
on pretty much everything that comes your way.
That sounds.
You're not going to let this, you're not affected by.
I think I'm sometimes like that.
Exactly.
Do you have a philosophy on? I guess maybe stoicism comes in there, but do you have a philosophy on life, and then does that bleed into comedy in some way?
It does.
Okay.
Yes, but it's yeah. I'm big on walking the path of righteousness, which
Okay.
is you got to be honest with yourself at all times.
Like avenging bad stuff, like avenging.
No, not like that. Just
like your friend gets
the-
wronged by a dog, you go kick the dog.
No, not like that.
Oh.
No, it's like just being honest about how you feel about things.
Someone hits you in traffic, you get to punch them.
I think we're I think we're missing a connection somewhere here. It's more just
Yeah.
you got to present yourself
Yeah.
honestly, tell people how you really think about
Yeah.
things, and be honest with yourself about how you think about those things.
The Amazon driver delivers your package to the wrong door. You can physically assault that driver because that pisses me off.
I think so.
I think you're allowed to do that. Stoicism, you're allowed to take the path of.
It would be nice, yeah, dude.
So wait, no, what were you saying?
Not really much. I wasn't really saying
The
much.
path of righteousness.
Yeah, it's more just like it's being honest with yourself
Be honest. What about with others?
and with others.
What about with animals?
It's not really keeping any secrets with the animals.
Oh, so you're saying like a horse doesn't understand honesty?
I don't know. I'm not exactly sure if animals have souls or not.
I think some dogs do.
I think so, which is kind of fucked up when you think about it.
Some dogs do, some dogs don't. Some like you meet a piece of shit Chihuahua that's like real yappy, whatever. That dog doesn't have its soul together. But you meet a Chihuahua that's not yappy, it's really nice and cuddly. That dog has a little bit of a soul.
Yeah, I go back and forth. I'm either like, sometimes I'm like, people all have souls, and maybe not even all people. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
Some of these people that sign up for Kill Tony, I don't know if they got a soul in there.
yeah, dude, the people
I think
that
they're
sign up.
sent there to really make people mad.
Yeah.
That's God doing a prank.
Yeah. Did you ever go to church growing up?
Church? Did I go to church growing up? Yeah, but I had to sneak into the back.
Nice. Nice. I didn't have a ticket.
I didn't have I couldn't afford to get in.
Exactly. But they would always talk about how like everyone's welcome, this, and I go, they say that, but if a fucking Kill Tony sign up crew came into a Catholic mass,
Yep.
it would be a big, hey, you got to get out of here.
Well, there's some people that sign up for Kill Tony, and it's just like anywhere in life. It's like, how do you not realize what you are as a person is really bothering a lot of other people?
Yeah. I think just how they have like a state test that you can give someone to see
Yeah.
if they're like legally
Yeah.
retarded.
Kill Tony should.
Yeah. They should just have a test that like if you're really unlikable,
Yep.
they should be like, you can take this test, and it's like, oh, dude, no, you're too annoying to be a part of society.
I think
You can stay home and collect checks from the government.
yeah. You mean society, but not Kill Tony.
Kill Tony,
I think it is
ipso facto.
I think it. Why? Thank you. I think it's headed that way, Kill Tony, where they
Yeah.
are going to have like a more vetting process.
A screening. Yeah.
Because like right now, they have wristbands. It's more. They slowly gear up to being more serious.
Yeah, they should give you the test from Blade Runner. Just be like, there's a
Yeah.
turtle on its back.
What is that? Where they put you in a chair and they shoot lasers in your eyes? Oh, Blade Runner. Yep, you're right. Where they're like, taco, 47, banana, 75.
Yeah,
Right?
what's the one with the lasers? Is that the one where they shoot lasers in your eyes?
I think that was just something my dad did to me as a kid.
Ah.
But Blade Runner, right? He's like chocolate lab, and then he says a number, right?
It's something akin to that. I think it's more just them being like, there's a turtle on its back in the desert. What do you do?
Yeah.
And then sometimes they'll be like, I don't know anything about a turtle.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Why I'm scared.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Is it Blade Runner? Did Ryan Gosling do the test in Blade Runner?
I didn't see the sequel. I saw the beginning of the first one.
But does he go into a room and sit down, and like they're saying a bunch of stuff at him? He's saying other stuff.
Probably. If that weren't in the movie, I would feel gypped.
I think that's the movie.
Yes.
At least I saw Blade. Well, I've watched the beginning of Blade Runner 45 many times. I keep falling asleep. It's so long.
Yeah. It's also Roger Deakins. That guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I didn't watch it all the way through.
It's fine. It's hard to watch a whole anything now.
It really is.
Yeah.
Unless I go to the theater. That's the only time I watch an entire movie.
Yeah, dude. The theater. The theater.
Unfortunately, I went to Den of Thieves 2 and really let me down.
I was gonna. So
I fell asleep several times.
my roommate and we went to the Alamo Draft House without a plan.
Yeah.
And one of the movies we could see was Den of Thieves 2.
Yeah.
And we skipped it and we saw Nickel Boys,
Okay.
which is, do you know about Nickel Boys?
It was about the newspaper or something.
No. It is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
What was it about?
It's a historical drama about two African American
Yeah.
kids who end up in like a juvie, essentially, a juvenile detention center.
Yeah.
But it's all shot like
So it's in the Holes universe.
it's in the Holes universe. In terms of, it's a lot like Holes. But
Yeah.
but there's no digging. There's
Yeah.
no cleats.
Yeah.
There's no splooge.
Yeah.
They missed all the marks.
Yeah.
But the whole movie is shot first person perspective.
Yeah.
FPP.
Like a video game.
Yeah, so you see like hands and shit.
That sounds awful.
It was terrible. And there's no point for it, too. Things jump around.
Yeah.
And you don't know what the main character looks like
Yeah.
until they switch the point of view to
Yeah.
another kid halfway
Yeah.
through the movie.
Yeah.
Then you see it through his eyes.
This is probably gonna sound racist or whatever, but I feel like sometimes people in Hollywood are like, we got to make a black movie about black stuff.
Yeah.
And then they make the movie and it's bad.
It's true. Well, they never really make a...
And because guess who's making those movies? White people.
I think a black guy actually made this.
Okay,
But
fair enough.
you are correct.
Yeah.
It is
I
just-
feel like that's happened in
It is just a white guy in a studio being like, yeah, I think it's about time we...
But I bet a white guy did. He probably it was his idea. Is like, I gotta get a black director for this movie about
sure.
black stuff. Mm-hmm. And the black director's probably like, well, here's a bunch of money. So I'm gonna make the movie.
Then I feel bad. Imagine if you got like cast in the movie.
Is that a racist observation? Or is it just an observation?
It's racial. And
Yeah.
It's a good point.
But is it a bad observation? Does it come from a place of racism, or is it just an observation about a frustration with the current state of how everything went so woke? They were like, we gotta do all this stuff.
Yeah, and none of it's coming from a good place. You know what I mean?
In me or in general?
From the people in the studios.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
where it's like everything should just be based off of what's the best idea.
Yeah.
This, that, the other thing, and then it's not done that way, and it kind of becomes like a diversity. P.T. Barnum type situation where
Yeah.
it's like, behold,
Yeah.
look, it's a black guy.
We did it,
and
yeah.
and a Mexican, and this, that, the other thing. It's like
Well, I think stuff really went hardcore that way, and now stuff is really going.
it's flipping the other way,
Yeah.
which is
It might be going the other way completely back.
annoying.
Yeah.
Which you want to split the middle.
Yeah.
I guess and
Yeah.
it's like, I hate seeing the. I don't know. I will say Trump got into office, and all of a sudden the bro comedy that you see everywhere is not nearly as fun.
What do you mean?
I feel like it was like
I know what you mean.
It was like fun when it was like naughty a little bit, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you know what I'm talking about, dude?"
Yeah.
And now Trump's in office, and I'm like, "Oh, you're still doing it? It's not."
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think things are going to be getting more silly in stand up.
That's what I love that.
Yeah.
I like
which is
that
good.
so much.
Yeah.
That's where I live.
That is nice. I'm trying to get everything to go more sad.
Really?
I'm waiting until the sad really.
What the hell? This thing is
Takes
really.
hold.
I think I really twisted this thing in wrong. I'll fix it after, but I really.
No, it's fine.
I really want it fixed now.
If you want, we could take. Hey, I can work on the TV. It would be really no problem.
I feel. Wow. I think I really did a number on this. That's okay. I just twisted it too tight with my.
Just nervously tightening something.
Well, it's just like it moves around too much, and I would like it to be more like it can go like this, like how you can do this
Yeah.
and like that, and it stays.
Mm-hmm.
This just as 2.
Yeah, these are nice. Are these the same ones that Rogan uses?
They might be.
You'd think we'd be saying more interesting things into these.
We've said a lot of really good stuff.
We did have some pretty good moments here.
This podcast is just about just the moments between the riffs.
Exactly.
Well, it's about the riffs, and then the moments between the riffs are where we're trying to discover more riffs.
Mm-hmm.
That's all this podcast is.
We're digging. This is holes.
Yeah, it's really it's really inspired by holes.
Exactly. We just look back at the podcast.
Yeah.
It's just so many holes without any treasure.
We'll definitely find the Stanley Cup treasure.
Yeah, Stanley Yelnats.
The Stanley Yelnats Cup treasure.
That's a great joke. You ever seen Cars?
Yeah.
The whole time they're trying to win the Piston Cup.
Oh my God! Wait, what?
Yeah, the Piston Cup. And then Mater, Larry the Cable Guy, he must have, I can't believe it's in the movie.
Yeah.
They say, we got to win the Piston Cup. He goes, you do what in this cup?
That must have just been a joke and they rolled with it.
Yeah, I can't believe that's in that movie.
That's so funny.
You do what in this cup?
And they just roll past it.
Yeah, it's
Roll past it to keep it with the Cars theme.
I think so. Yeah, well, it's a big spit take.
Yeah, that's really funny. I do like when okay, I do feel like that's Pixar at its best was like Incredibles, Cars 1.
Yeah, dude.
And then now they just need to find a new thing.
Oh, hey, I got an impression for you.
Do you need me to pause it?
No, it's
Is it
okay.
Racist?
No,
It's a Chinese guy.
No, this is good. This is okay. I'm Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
Ask me my favorite Pixar movie.
Hey, Tony, what's your favorite Pixar movie?
Absolutely Incredibles.
Yeah.
Absolutely Incredibles.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's good. He says that a lot.
He does say incredible quite a bit.
Incredible, unbelievable.
Wow.
How do you care about? Some people move here for Kill Tony,
Yeah, no.
which is crazy.
Yeah, it's I'm not here for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's nice that it's an option.
it's nice that it's an option, but I just saw why I left Atlanta because this just seemed like there's so much more opportunity here.
Yeah, this is like there's a bunch of clubs.
Yeah.
And there's more work to be had, and people are doing things down
Yeah.
here that I think are good.
I felt really undervalued in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And if anyone in Atlanta is listening to this, that's how you made me feel.
No, I felt the same way about Chicago.
Yeah, it was like it's hard to explain, but it was like you don't want to come at that from a place of like selfish, like I deserve this and that, but like you put in enough work in some place eventually, then you
Yeah.
just feel like written off and
It's easy
ignored.
to get jaded. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's especially when like just for any number of reasons.
Yeah.
It's easy to get jaded.
It's also just most of in Chicago. It was just me like being at home on a Friday night after doing
Yeah.
a mic, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
this guy's at this club.
Yeah.
This guy's at just
Yeah.
like spinning my wheels about it.
And I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was. Shoot, it was a really good point. Oh God, let's reverse. Say everything you said again.
Okay, so what happens in holes?
Yeah. I forget what it was. It was
They're
so
looking
good.
for kissing Kate Barlow's treasure.
It is fun. I mean, comedy. So it is fun to like. I think it's with anything. You get in any industry long enough. Eventually, it's easy to feel jaded in some way about some aspect of it.
I think so, yeah, but it really doesn't. This is where the stoicism comes in.
Yeah.
You can't let it bother you.
No, yeah,
And you can really only do stand up. You can only do it for yourself now.
yeah.
If you're not.
But someone was I talking to you about
I
it?
think this was
About like it used to be like there used to be benchmarks or milestones you would
Yeah.
achieve. It is clearly I'm having success. There's a clear path to being a working or a famous comic worker. And now it's like several different paths, and it seems like the valve can be shut off immediately.
exactly. It can all turn on you.
It seems like it can turn on you so quick.
Even on like a small level of like getting into the clubs, it's like you see who gets booked to these places, and you go, "This is just because they have this many Instagram followers
Yep.
from a viral clip or
Yep.
whatever else happened."
Yeah, man, I've been trying to make stuff. It's so hard to make anything go viral.
We can make something go viral. Here, ask me just throw me a question.
Okay. What were the cultural implications of September 11th, 2001? And do you think the American society changed for the better or for the worst after that day?
Well, it was tough for me because that was the same night that I had sex with my stepmom.
Fuck.
Yeah, so I was never the same after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my ass hurt like hell.
Yeah. Because he has sex with your ass.
Yeah, I back it into her.
Yeah.
I back my asshole into her clit.
That could be a way to do it.
I don't think it's worth even trying.
To have sex with your stepmom?
No. Backing your asshole up into a woman's.
Well,
clitoris.
if you have a double-ended dildo, one in your ass, and then you can have sex with that person that way.
That's true.
But
You
then,
could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to get anything else involved.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we?
No, I think
before this ship comes to a sink.
I mean, I'm having a nice time. I hate to see this come to an end.
I usually do about an hour and a half.
How much?
We're at an hour 24.
Buddy, let's fucking ride this thing. We're doing an hour.
We can ride it.
We're doing a feature film's worth of content.
How was the longest I've done? I think I've done like 2 hours.
Oh, that's
the
nice.
longest but that was with 3 people.
Yeah.
And it is, I don't know how some people do like 3 hours. It's a long podcast.
It's a lot. Is this your neighbors coming home?
Yeah, I have a lot of Hispanic children that live here. I don't know if they have parents.
Gotcha. I also live in a pretty Hispanic neighborhood.
It's pretty, well, it's great because everyone's in bed by 10.
Yeah, that's good.
There's not a lot of noise after 9 p.m.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's nice.
But during the daytime, boy, is it loud out there.
Fiesta.
I'm surprised. Yeah, there's a fiesta going on. Plaza Fiesta. I mean, the kids love to play.
Yeah.
You love to see it too, because you're worried about kids on their phones these days too much, but not here.
Yeah, that's good, dude. Are we on the second floor? I forgot how we even got into this place.
Second floor.
Nice.
There's only 2 floors.
And not to blow up your spot, but you got a swimming pool.
I have 2 swimming
outside.
pools here. And this, what I do like about this apartment complex is it is shaped like a motel,
Yeah.
which I like a California motel. I got 3 palm trees out there. I'm really giving it away. You can really find, it's like someone, if you go on Google Maps, you'll probably be able to find it.
For sure. It's the Ritz-Carlton
Yeah.
in Austin, Texas.
In Oh,
There's one here, isn't there?
there's a Four Seasons. I don't know if there's a Ritz.
Huh.
I heard Joe Rogan puts all his guests up in the Four Seasons,
That's nice.
which is only right. That's
Yeah.
got to be a crazy level of wealth to be.
Yeah, it's probably pretty nice.
Do you dream about being? How do you feel like? Are you doing okay financially or bad?
Bad.
Okay.
I'm doing not good financially.
But do you feel? Are you like okay in that? Like, are you like, well, at least I'm doing what I want to do?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
Yeah.
It is what it is. At a certain point, I do want to, just so I could have more success
Yeah.
romantically in my life. I'd like to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think that would be good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Like if I were a lady, and there was
Yeah.
2 versions of me,
Yeah.
and one of them made a lot of
Yeah.
money, she would for sure pick the one who made a lot of money.
Yeah.
So
I'm
trying to
dating
do
a
that.
comic, so she doesn't really care.
Oh, that's nice.
That kind of helps. Just kind of
Yeah.
make.
I would think that would make them care more because they're like, I'm definitely not going to be making it. So
yeah,
it's really
yeah. We both either
double up.
both of us or one of us needs to be successful.
Exactly.
Because you really don't. Casey was telling me that you really make no money until you're headlining,
Yeah. That's
which seems to be true. And then when you're headlining, if you're headlining the way he is, you're making a lot of money.
yeah.
It's crazy, like $30,000 a weekend.
Something like that.
How much is that a year? What's 30 times 52?
Dude, if I knew, I wouldn't.
$150 million.
Sounds about right. No, 30 times 50. I think that's $1.5 million.
What? 30,000. That's if you were to headline every weekend. Let's say you did 40 weekends. That's a
Okay.
lot, right?
Yeah, that's a lot. I think that's still over $1 million.
What's like the what do you think the typical headliner schedule is? How many weekends a year?
I think it's about I think it is usually 40 or so.
Let's be conservative. Say 30 weekends.
Okay, well then you're under $1 million.
900 grand. If you make 30 grand a year.
Or
I
a
mean,
weekend.
30 grand a week.
30 grand a week, dude. I would literally, if I were a comedian that toured professionally, I might just do like one show a year, get paid a teacher's salary,
Yeah.
and then just,
But that's so much money. And then Shane Gillis is now, it seems to just do arenas every time. That's,
yeah, he's loaded. And he was broke for forever too.
Yeah.
So it's what I want to hear is the stories of people who never made any money and then just didn't make it. And they're like, yeah, I should have just hit.
done a different path. I'm sure there's comics that have done that.
I'm sure there's a lot, but they don't speak up because they're out of the public
They're
eye.
living their lives and having a regular
Yeah, and they're
job.
managing a Motel 6 or something.
Or maybe they probably have a skill in something else.
You sometimes.
Or maybe, I was thinking about this in the shower. No, I was thinking about this in the sauna. It's very dependent on where I was.
Yeah.
I think I forgot what it was.
No, you were thinking about it was about how much money people make, what happens, what you do with your
I hate
life,
when that
finding
happens.
fulfillment.
It's just gone.
Shoot. This is brutal.
That happens. I hate when that happens. I was literally, It just left my brain.
It's happened to me a few times too.
I hate when that happens. I didn't take Alpha Brain before this, though. That usually helps me.
Do you do a lot of Alpha
I
Brain?
love Alpha Brain.
Interesting.
I think it really helps me retain, not forget stuff when I'm talking about it.
Is this anything? You give a beta fish Alpha Brain.
Yeah.
I'm floundering.
Sigma something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know where that goes.
Sigma
it's about money.
Sigma ass in your mom's clit.
Comedy. Fucking. Oh, yeah. Like now, I think it is with Kill Tony, it happens. But there's comedians now that they blow up off of Kill Tony. They're like a 2 to 4 year comic.
Yeah.
And they blow up to like headliner level of fame.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
I do think that if you or I started just like headlining clubs on like selling tickets,
Yeah.
the first like 3 months of it would be rocky.
Yeah.
But then we would figure out how to headline. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it might not be as good as it would have been. But
Eventually, yeah, you figure it out.
I honestly think that you just like it's like fish. Like you live in the tank that you're given.
Yeah.
So if you have an hour to fill, you're going to start doing comedy that'll fill an hour. So
My ear hurts.
no, that's fine.
These earphones hurt my ears.
It's okay. These are Philips brand.
They're good for the price. I got them for like half off on Amazon for 2.
So how much were they a piece?
I think I got them for like $20 a piece.
That's pretty good.
Does that seem about right for these?
That sounds about right. I was actually expecting lower. To be.
Are you? I mean, Philips. Where do you gauge these? I bought these specifically for this.
These are nice.
What do you put them at? As far what's like the best? I mean, obviously a Shure headphone would be the best.
A Shure, maybe a nice Sony.
But those are going to be so expensive.
Yeah, they're spendy.
And these they work for the price.
Exactly.
I mean, would the sound quality be much different?
Not really. Also, I don't know why you would want to hear your voice in crystal clear.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Because this is just mainly, I like the headphones. I think they help with podcasting.
There's something to it for sure.
I think it helps me. I think it helps you get in the zone of podcasting.
Yeah, we're really
Because
locked
when you're
in.
out here, I feel like I have to talk louder for you to hear.
Yeah, I'd probably be yelling a little bit more.
Yeah, and it does. I feel like I can't. I'm more distracted by noises all around me.
Yeah, this is a classic play out of the Joe Rogan playbook.
Is it? Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a big he's a big headphone
Cans
dog
on.
kinda guy,
I think they help. I think they help you get in the zone.
for sure. All right, well. Yeah, now that we're all set here.
Wow.
Yeah, I wish I had really got nothing to talk about. Thought I was going to come in with a lot of topics.
What do you mean? We came up with so many topics.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fish, holes.
fish. Fish holes. You haven't even talked
I want to
about
remember.
fish holes.
Oh no. Oh, this makes me feel better sometimes with comedy. As far as like I'll be like, I'll want to be like, oh, I wish I was a headliner or something. But it's like usually, statistically, like on average, like you really don't become a good headliner until like 10 years in.
Yeah, for sure.
That's when people really hit their stride of
Yeah.
being a good comic.
And most people, like, how old are you?
20 died.
Gotcha. I'm 25.
You are?
Yeah.
I really started at like 25 though.
Gotcha. You see, exactly, which is what I tell myself, is
Yeah.
that some people haven't even started when they're my age.
Yeah, I
And
started.
same for yourself.
Yeah, I did it for the first time when I was 18, but then
Yeah.
I did college and was trying to do acting and stuff. And then I got back into stand up
Yeah.
and I started doing it again for serious at 25.
Tom Papa started when he was 30.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He's hilarious. He's great.
He's
Look
very
at
good.
him.
Yeah.
I wonder when his stuff started to pop for him. But the landscape now does not seem like, oh, you do. I don't even know how it used to work, but you do open mics and then eventually start doing booked shows, bar shows, and then like someone asks you to come on the road with them.
Yeah.
It seems like that does happen still, but not as much as it used to happen.
Sometimes I think it's still like the formula, but it's hard. Like if I were a headlining comedian,
Yeah.
and I just saw some freckle-faced fella,
Yeah.
at a bar show or at a
Yeah.
club, and I'm like, "You're coming on the road with me. We're best friends
Yeah.
now."
Yeah.
It's like a weird thing. It doesn't really.
I think the internet is kind of where people find that now. But where
Yeah.
would I wonder how it used to work in like say the 80s or 90s
Mm-hmm.
when there weren't smartphones. How would you go from doing open mics to, did they still have bar shows?
Well, they used to have like club
They've
auditions. That's
Okay,
what it
yeah.
was. It's
Like yeah.
every couple months, it's just like, okay, well, the improv is having auditions. I'm
Yeah.
gonna send them a letter.
Yeah.
And then if I get selected, I go up.
Yeah,
And
send
then
them a VHS tape.
Yeah, for sure. You send them. You send them tapes and shit.
Dang.
Then there's just a talent coordinator who was watching all
You can
those.
just text them.
You can just text them a Dropbox link
Yeah.
from 5 years ago. It's like, send him this puppy.
Yeah.
When I killed one year
Oh
on
my
accident.
God. I mean, the first time I ever did, let's see, I was in Anniston, Alabama at a club, a happy hour comedy club. It's not a good time, but I ended up doing like 36 minutes,
Yeah.
and I was like maybe a year in, and it went objectively well.
Yeah.
But if I watched it back now,
Yeah, it might not be as fun. But also, like, when you're out in the middle of nowhere,
yeah,
there's no rhyme or reason to what works or doesn't. It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
Like, because I've seen people, like, people have taken me on the road, and they're, like, comics who are in Chicago.
yeah.
And everyone knew it's like, this person is dog shit.
Yeah.
They are terrible.
But they're good on the road.
Then you take them on the road, and it's like, they just don't swear.
Yeah.
And they're fucking cutesy,
Yeah.
sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people are like, oh, this is a great time.
Yeah.
This is so much fun.
But then it's funny, in Atlanta, there are a few of these guys. I'm sure there's people here. They weren't really Atlanta. They were like outside the perimeter. There's like inside in the city, and then clubs outside, or like basically open mics and weird just spots outside the city. But there are people that were like, they seem like the guys that are talked about in Running the Light. Well, they weren't even like, they never had a Tonight Show, but they're guys that they open for some obscure comic all the time, and they go on the road with this comic, but they're nobody.
Exactly.
And it seems like a really sad existence. Like they're 45
Yeah, dude.
and they're just opening or featuring for a guy. It's like, how do you get stuck in that?
The road
How do
dog
you get
life
out of
is-
that?
I don't know. Well, I think some people are just like, they have a talent for like, they get on stage
Yeah.
and they absolutely kill.
Yeah.
They can control, a lot of those guys in the South end up becoming hypnotists
Yeah.
on the road if they like comedy doesn't work
Yeah,
out. They
yeah.
just like, they have a gift for it.
Yeah.
But they don't really have any kind of artistic
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah.
They don't really have anything they care about.
Yeah.
They got like one story about shitting their pants.
Yeah.
It crushes everywhere they go. So they just do that until they, kill themselves with coke.
Right. It's a lot easier to do these days with fentanyl.
Yeah, dude. It's kind of fucked up. You don't even get to know how much of a man you are.
But then, I don't know. That's why I moved here too. Cause it's like, well, this seems like the place to go if you're young and you're doing comedy.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to, and I don't want to speak out of school. I don't think people want to stay in Austin for long, though.
Some people do. I think some people don't. I think
Yeah.
it really depends.
Yeah, it's everyone to each their own. But I kind of see it as like if it's not working out here,
Where do you go next?
I would probably go New York.
Yeah.
I think that's
Live with the rats.
live with the rats up there. Probably Jersey City and then commute to New York.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I'd do. And houseboat in Jersey City would be.
It seems cheap from what you say.
It's not. It's like $800 a month for the boat rental.
Wow. Oh, really?
Or for not for the boat rent, for the dock rental.
Yeah.
And then you just need to drop like $3,500 on a used houseboat.
And that's it?
Yeah, and then
Wow.
and it comes with utilities,
Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Really?
It's all there. Yeah.
Wait, the 800 is for the where you live?
Yeah. You pay $800 a month, and you
And
just need
then-
to get your own boat.
And then the boat, you drive across.
No. You'd have to. You walk to the subway.
Okay, so the houseboat stays in one
The
spot.
house. Yeah, I would. If I lived on a houseboat, I would
Yeah.
never take it out.
Can the houseboat go out though?
Yeah, it could go out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
but I would just like be a little floating cabin.
Yeah. And what do you do with the houseboat? So if it sits long enough, it's probably going to stop running.
Well, you got to do maintenance on
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
fire it up every now
Yeah.
and then. I'd like to be a real zen in the art of motorcycle maintenance kind of guy.
I had to read Zen in the Art of Archery in college.
Oh, really?
Same guy. I think same guy wrote it.
Mm-hmm. Same sort of thing.
What are the concepts behind Zen and the arts of motorcycle archery?
Well, the art of motorcycle monogamy is you don't put your penis in any other tailpipe, buddy.
Just the one.
Yeah, that's the one. No.
Motorcycle archery. Motorcycles.
Mm-hmm. Monarch butterfly.
Oh yeah. Oh man, my friend, Nick V.
I love Nick V.
He told me because my girlfriend was drunk one time recently, and she did something I was annoyed with. But then Nick was like, "You got to think about it like this: when your girlfriend's drunk, you're dating a butterfly." And that's such a perfect way to put it. I never thought of it that way, but that's exactly what it is.
It's a good point, dude. My buddy had a great bit. I don't think it ever worked, but he's like, having a hot girlfriend, it's a lot like having a son with Down syndrome. You're just like, I am choosing to love you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every day I wake up and I choose to love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But I don't think that way.
Not anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I got corrected.
Exactly. Nah, dude, I'm on a big men are horrible kick right now. TBH.
In what way?
I've completely. I think in college I was like, dude, fucking girls.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
And now I'm like, nah, women are amazing, fantastic creatures.
Yeah, women are great.
Yeah, and men are just like violent, dumb
Some
people.
some are bad.
Some are bad. I don't want to give us all a bad rep.
Yeah. And some I usually just judge them by how they are.
Yeah, no.
To me, most people.
No, I think every lady stand-up comedian I've ever seen in my life is right about dudes, and we're all bad news.
Most are pretty bad news.
Yeah,
I would say.
I think it's I was dealt a tough hand, but I'm gonna play it anyway, man.
You were dealt a tough hand?
Yeah, dude, being born with a penis.
Yeah.
Just absolutely predisposed for evil.
You could always switch.
I could.
Do you have enough penis to switch to do the surgery?
It would actually be so easy to make me switch with that little penis I have.
Oh, I thought someone has a joke about you need a more penis to do it. You need
really?
a bigger hog to do the switch.
Oh, I don't know if
so
that's
they have
true or
enough
not.
surgery to they have enough surgery to do the penis switch.
I don't know why that would. Yeah, it's true.
They need enough skin.
Yeah, it's true. It's like working on a microcomputer if you have a small
Yeah.
penis. It's
A
actually
microcomputer.
It's a microcomputer.
It's a tiny little computer.
Yeah, it's a computer, but it's made out of microscopic parts.
Oh, okay, so you need a microscope to use it.
Exactly.
So you go on the micro World Wide Web.
Yes.
Have you been on the dark web before?
Never once.
I was buying drugs off the dark web during COVID.
How do you get on the dark web?
You download a Tor browser, and you download Onion browser, and you get to see garlic browser. You can bring it up to like a medium high heat until it's like pungent.
You slice it with a razor blade in prison.
And then you put your beef browser in there.
Nice.
No, you just need like these different browsers, and then you go on the dark web.
Oh, interesting.
And I don't know if the link would still work that I had used, but that's how I did it before.
Yeah.
I'd be afraid to do it now because my computer now is nice, and I don't want to give it a virus or anything.
Yeah. Is it a different internet? Or
Yeah, it's a different internet.
It's an entirely different internet.
Yeah. And you need special browsers to get there.
Wow. I'd love to spend some time on the dark web.
It's cool. You can buy drugs, mostly drugs.
Yeah.
It's
I don't think
the
I'd
one I
buy
was on.
anything. I think I would just learn.
It's fun to go look.
I really wonder if our government is keeping stuff from us. Like how in China you can't Google Tiananmen Square.
The government can go on the dark web for sure.
Oh, so even on the dark web, you think that
They're on there.
that's,
But it's not people buying amounts of personal drugs. They don't care. Like if you go through TSA with a personal amount of cocaine, a personal amount of mushrooms, they're not going to stop you.
Yeah, they don't
because
care.
they're looking for bombs.
I went through TSA with a sewing kit a
Yeah,
while ago, and I was surprised they didn't stop me.
I went through with a bullet in my bag once.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't take the bullet.
Dude.
It was one bullet though. So how much can one bullet do?
Dude, first time I ever flew, I was in the 8th grade going to DC.
Yeah.
My dad was with me. And I think as a prank, I don't know exactly why, he put utility, like a box cutter in my bag.
Smart. They'll take that.
And then they just stopped me. And I'm sure that he did it just to watch me like freak out.
That's
He'd be like, I don't know how I got in there.
That's a stupid prank.
It's so mean to do to a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy. I've flown with mushrooms. That's it. Never cocaine.
Yeah.
But sometimes people accidentally fly with drugs.
Do you think so? You've done mushrooms. You think it's helped you? You think it's expanded your mind?
The most out of any drugs, I would say mushrooms have. They don't. I've never done mushrooms and came out the other side like I'm changing my ways. What's made me change my ways the most is when I've relapsed on booze and crack and hard drugs, and then I feel really bad and I go to the psych ward and then I get out. I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Gotcha.
But it's never like I needed, because I've never been like, as far as I treat other people, I've never been like an asshole as far as I know.
Yeah.
I try to be happy or whatever. I've been mainly mean to myself.
That's what because I'm similarly, set that way. It's just a weird thing that's like always dangled in front of my head where it's like you can have a psychic trip and it'll fix everything that's wrong with you.
It doesn't, no. I think I'll like microdose mushrooms, but only if I have a headache, because they get rid of headaches.
Oh, interesting.
Because I think it's something with the neurotransmit. It makes your brain fire in a way that the psilocybin makes your brain, the neurotransmitters in your brain work differently. So it like sets up different pathways, I think is what I read. And then it, something with the electricity in your brain, it does something different. Because some people, like the theory I think people have forever with headaches and migraines was it's inflammation in your brain.
Yeah.
But then I read something recently, like it's actually inflammation, but at the neurotransmitter level. Like the neurotransmitters are inflamed. And whenever I get a headache, it's either on the right or left side of my head. And I find mushrooms do help get rid of the headache.
That's probably something. It
I
is
think
weird.
it's something.
Yeah.
It works for me, so it can't be nothing.
I was thinking about this. I think a lobotomy in the right part of my head would really fix me.
Oh, I think it would make my headache go away.
Yeah, for sure. I think that if someone just absolutely nailed it, like
Yeah.
they just drilled me right where all like the
Yeah,
self-doubt
I think it's just
or
pressure.
whatever.
I think if you nailed me in the right spot, it'd go psst,
Exactly.
like a basketball.
Precisely.
Yeah, I think it's just air.
Mm-hmm.
Like my brain is just swollen. Like I've used those headache things that are ice cold. I hate those. They give me anxiety for 10 minutes.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't have headaches that often.
I get them, but I think it's because I drink a lot of caffeine. So
That'll
when I
do it.
go with caffeine, I notice if I don't drink caffeine early enough in the morning, like if I sleep in, my body has not had caffeine, so I get a headache. I
Gotcha.
hate that. But then I'll take a little piece of mushroom. It's fine.
That's nice. I want to get real into like natural kind of medicine.
Psilocybin mushrooms are good, even in like an amount you can't feel.
Yeah, dude.
Um,
My dream is to live off the grid.
yeah,
For a little, I want to live off the grid, completely evacuate all the plastic from my balls,
yeah.
and then impregnate whatever lady I'm with, raise it in
So
the
you have
woods
a
for
really strong child,
just it's going to be absolute, not even a little bit autistic.
like a jacked
It
child.
actually might be detrimental that he's not autistic enough.
He's almost stupid.
Maybe not stupid, but I think I'm going to have this kid who's not autistic in a
Yeah.
world where everyone else has microplastic ball brain.
Yeah,
And then, he'll be talking. He's like,
Yeah.
I love going outside and, looking at the trees. And they're
Yeah.
like, have you seen Roblox? And he's going to be unable to interface with anybody.
yeah. Okay, so he's totally a woods guy.
Yeah, he's
Well, I think then you just give birth to Ted Kaczynski.
but then what happens? He flounders. Eventually, he walks through the woods until he finds another beautiful, not autistic lady,
Yeah,
and they fucking it fixes humanity.
yeah. Okay.
So I'm
well, I
trying
think
to deliver the savior.
on stage, everyone keeps saying like, "Oh, I'm autistic. I'm into trans." At this point, that's hack.
It is hack.
We need to stop saying if you talk about autism, you need to say you're into something else, like cup stacking.
Yeah, that's pretty autistic.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no one talks about it.
A Rubik's cube. Trying to think of what else is potentially autistic. You watch a lot of anime?
My girlfriend got me into watching Attack on Titan.
Gotcha. The anime, I'm concerned about getting involved with it.
Really,
Yeah.
I am here. Attack on Titan, and good, fine.
Mm-hmm.
Not my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah.
The episodes are. My girlfriend really wants me to watch it with her. Though,
Yeah.
so
It is also fucked up that I'm like, I don't know about all this anime stuff, and I'm
Yeah.
just watching Big Justice and the Rizzler on my phone.
Yeah,
all
but
the
that's not
time.
anime. Anime is for nerds.
Exactly.
A little bit. Some anime's cool. Chainsaw Man is hilarious.
That's fun.
A guy, you know what it's about?
It's Elon Musk cutting all the Doge.
Yeah,
Doge
Elon
funds.
Musk is real life Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man.
It's a guy who is cursed by a demon, and his head and arms turn into a chainsaw.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then
like
when he
that.
turns back into a person, it just melts off of him.
Really?
And then Invincible is an animated show,
Mm-hmm.
and I like that.
That's nice. You ever seen Kill Bill?
Yeah, of course.
There's like an animated child pornography bit in that thing. Do you remember that?
Maybe.
It's about like it's like she's a fucking 12-year-old chick and she's
Yeah.
just like she's like, yeah, then I think he animated it because he thought it's like, well, certainly if I animate it, I can present something that's this dark.
Crazy.
But then it's also just like, it's jarring to watch.
Yeah.
Because you're watching Kill Bill and then it's
Yeah.
like an anime sequence.
I do remember the anime sequence. I don't remember what happened.
Yeah, it's
I do
like,
remember
it's
it.
the one crazy person
Yeah.
in the gang.
Mhm.
And she's,
Oh, is that in Kill Bill 1?
this in Kill Bill 1.
The anime sequence happens for a minute, right?
Yeah, it's like it's a while. It's like maybe 5 minutes
That's
or so.
crazy.
And then it's just like, she was just like was getting fucked over and over again when
Yeah.
she was a kid. Then eventually she stabbed the dude through the bed.
Right.
Yeah, gruesome murder.
That's right.
Mhm.
Wow.
But I think it had the opposite effect where I'm like, this is even more disturbing as a cartoon. I would have preferred just like he mentioned it.
Anime gets a weird rep. The weirdest, I think one of the most interesting deviations of person is the black nerd that's into anime.
Yes.
Because that is a common character in the world.
Yeah, my buddy Eric said it's sweeping through the black community like crack cocaine in the 80s.
it is interesting. I wonder what why. So you think Ronald Reagan, that's his last hurrah, it was crack and anime.
Was cracking at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He presented it to
Anime was the long term,
yeah.
and it was crack, and then it was like, and then we'll deploy anime.
Well, and again, I can't speak because I've never seen anime or done
Yeah.
crack. You've
Yeah.
done both and come out the other side of it.
I've done both, but I'm also not black.
That is true. It's
It affects black people differently.
It's true. It's
like fibromyalgia and mesothelioma.
Yeah, sickle cell.
Yeah. What is the thing with sickle cell? What is it?
I don't know. I think it's just your cells look like a sickle.
And it's specifically in the black community.
Yeah, it's specifically in the black community.
Yeah.
It's genetic disorder, and it's in your blood, so you can get blood transfusions to fix it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's like AIDS, where it's pretty fixable now. I imagine.
I think it's. I don't know if it's fixable. I think you just constantly need to be getting new blood.
Interesting.
Which is like horrifying.
You want to ask ChatGPT?
Yes, please.
Okay, ChatGPT. What is sickle cell anemia? What is sickle cell anemia? Here we go. Sickle cell anemia is a genetic blood disorder that affects red blood cells. Instead of being round and flexible, the red blood cells become rigid and shaped like a crescent or a sickle. These sickle-shaped cells can clump together, blocking blood flow and causing pain, organ damage, and other complications. There's a lot of info here. There's no universal cure, but treatments like medications, blood transfusions, bone marrow transplants, and a lot of s'mores by the fire can help manage symptoms and reduce complications.
Yeah.
Pain management, hydration, and avoiding triggers such as your football team losing a serious football game are important for reducing sickle cell crises.
Was that last one really in there?
Yeah. ChatGPT likes to put in jokes here and there. Well, I have the joke setting on ChatGPT.
There's a joke
setting. Yeah, you put on, it's a joke setting. It's like, it'll give you all the correct information, but it's kind of like that game, 2 Truths and a Lie.
Oh, yeah.
You have to pick out what ChatGPT's lying about.
Should we do a quick 2 truths and a lie?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you go.
Okay.
Just thrusting it on somebody else. Okay, go on ahead.
I was
This is for sure the lie.
no, I'm trying to think of, I guess my car was shot on the highway in Atlanta, Georgia. I used to smoke crack with a man named Marcus in his tent. And I was the quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. I'm not good at this one.
Yeah, I think the lie is that you were the quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. That would have been pretty sick, though.
Okay, you give me yours.
Okay.
You might have better examples than me.
My penis is 3 inches long.
Okay.
My penis is 7 inches long.
Yeah.
My penis is 5 inches long.
The lie is that your penis is 3 inches long.
The lie is that it is 7 inches long.
Okay.
Because it's soft.
Yeah.
And then it goes up.
Of course.
It's never once hit 7. Maybe one time if I. Yeah. I was pulling on as hard as I possibly could.
It's like I forget what, some movie where someone's tongue gets bit and it gets real stretched out.
Yeah, is it The Mask?
Yeah. And it's clearly a practical effect.
Yeah.
But I think there's been something where that's also a penis.
Boing, boing.
Yeah.
That'd be good. They should do more cartoon/body horror mask-esque pornography.
Well, they need more. Did you see Smile 2?
No, I didn't see Smile 1.
The monster in Smile 2 is practical, apparently.
Ooh.
Which is crazy. Did you see The Substance?
No, I didn't. But
that was practical also. Objectively, that movie's good. Me, Taylor, did not like it. It was disgusting.
Yeah. Do you ever seen The Fly?
No.
Oh, you'd love The Fly. Are we about ready to wrap up here, you think?
Yep.
Yeah, I figured it was about time.
I want to see what The Fly is.
I'm
writing down movies to see.
Directed by David Cronenberg.
The Fly.
It's another body horror.
1986 film.
Yeah, you want that one.
93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it's great. Goldblum.
$4 on Amazon TV.
I'm sorry, pal.
Hold on, I got to put in my movies. Movies. Good. Oh, shit.
Yeah. I should warn you. Devastating movie.
Really?
You'll cry.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Movies.
Absolutely heartbreaking flick.
Watch. What is this list? Damn. Okay. Movies to watch. The Fly. But it's good.
It's fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll watch The Fly. And on that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an extended version of Taylor and Neely Show. I hope you enjoyed it. Follow Mathew anywhere you get your vitamins. On Instagram at
Mathew M. Mitchell. Matthew spelled with 1 T.
And he's on this episode. He's in Austin. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you come back for more next time. Thank you so much. I love you. Goodbye.
Sweet.